Hello. Did I forget something? I think we're good. Hi. I always panic right when I go live. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, the shirt color is Jerry today. Forgot to not panic. Risk. I don't know. That's possible. Yeah. Everyone's very excited about the shirt color. I know. It's the highlight of the day. You guys are crazy. How's everybody doing? How are we doing? Did we have a good weekend? Are we dunging today? Probably not. No. Daniel! God, thank you. Daniel, I saw about your car. I'm sorry. I hope you get it taken care of. That with no AC when hot out sounds bad. Sounds super bad. Daniel, thank you so much. Gigahertz, 55 months. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Just trying to catch up on you guys. How we doing? How we doing? I had a friend over from the south the weekend. Played D&D, Pathfinder. That's amazing. I assume P2E means Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'm not sure though, honestly. What's up, Nano? How you doing? So I had a very low productivity weekend. I kind of took the weekend off and just did stuff. I mean, it was good. I don't regret it. I had some much needed family time. Started playing a new game with some friends and stuff. So that was good. But yeah, unfortunately, progress has been lacking the last few days. But it was a good weekend. Yeah, it was good. Watched a show last night. We'll talk about with the missus. It was good. Bought your first house? Wow, that's amazing. Congrats. There's nothing like the day you get the keys to your new house and you walk in and you're just like, this is mine. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. Did you start Windrose? I did start Windrose. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Very excited about that. Impulse is blaming me for expensive gear for hockey. No, Impulse is blaming himself because he just has to buy the best of everything that ever existed. That's an Impulse thing, yeah. It is the Impulse way. So today, what I want to do, I got a couple things on the list today. It's going to be a little bit grindy though. I did one of the grindy tasks I got done. Turn off hitboxes. Over the weekend was digging out the tunnels. For pretty much wherever there's stone, the Warden tunnels are in. I mean, just the tunnels, just the tubes. So I still got more. I still got to do platform out there, and I still got to take the stone out there, which I started doing a little bit this weekend too. But I got all the tunnels dug in. So what I need to do today, unfortunately, is a little bit repetitive. I got to put in a lot of the like control systems to make the wardens go up and down in a lot more tunnels. So I've got a little box put together, and we gotta rip through those tunnels and get it going. Eventually I will get bored of doing that, probably after doing like, 3. Hopefully it's more than 3. And then I was thinking maybe of doing something in the nether. Nothing fancy, but just making it so that delivering the wardens is easier to do in bulk, because I still have so many to do. My mic is very echoey. Does anyone else confirm that? Bop, 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 bop. It is a bit muffled. Interesting. Okay, no, it definitely sounds like something. What does muffled mean? You like the not like. Interesting. It's almost like you're using a webcam mic. I mean, if I was using a webcam mic, it would be horrible. Man, I swear the config for this Rodecaster just is so frustrating. Okay, hold on a second. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Does that sound the same or is it different? Hello, Niner Niner, is that any different? Probably the same, right? Test, test, test. Is that still the same? Same. Okay. didn't expect that to change anything, but I was just checking. Switching back. Why would it sound same but it's good? No, there was enough people saying it's bad that it's bad. Well, here's what happened over the weekend is my entire mic arm just like fell down and like came crashing down, and I put it back up. Hang on, maybe I need to twist this more. So it might not be in the position it was before. Yeah, it could be a cardioid projection, whatever issue. Let me try. Pop, 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 pop. Test, test. Niner. Is that any better? Hello, 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 hello. I'm talking like directly into it now. There we go. It's better. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. Where were we? Bop. Okay. All right. Let's go into the tunnels. I've had this mic arm for 10 years now. I started YouTube with my with my snowball microphone, $50 microphone on my just sitting on my desktop, and then the first piece of like gear I bought was this mic arm. So it's the Rode I forget what it's even called. I think it's just called the Rode mic arm, or it's got a code name or something, but I don't remember. But it's great. It's a good one. I need an ether box upgrade. Yeah, probably. No, that's not where we want to go. We want to go over here. Bloop. I surely need a Kleenex box. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start. Let's see. I get nervous when I come down here and I smash into things because it's easy to die. All right. So this is the top. Up. Oh, God, we're going to die. What? How am I in water? What's happening? Okay. Let's maybe not have that. Shulker box. Let's close that off. Okay. Skiz help with this. Skiz is working on his own big project, which I'm super excited about. Okay, we're gonna need those, that, some of that, and probably some of that, and maybe more of those, and some more of those. Okay. All right, so the power starts here, goes all the way down there, and each one of these has a thing where it connects out. What we're basically going to be building is these things today so that I can get a warden in there, close it off, but the system is ready to go like this. I got a tickle in my throat again today. Hope I'm not getting sick. And then the observer points out like that. So yeah, we got to build a bunch of these. I was wondering if we'll get decked out 3 desk mats similar to last time. I don't think so. I mean, there's a slim chance, but I don't think I would. I mean, a good portion of the people who are excited about decked out 3 were also here for decked out 2, and probably maybe sort of bought a decked out 2 mat, and to try and do another desk mat feels like it'd be. But I already got this one that I like, you know. So yeah. Wait, what the heck? Why is this stopping right here? Why did I close that off? Oh, right. I closed them off when I dug the tunnels down. Okay, that's right. Sorry. There we go. I'd take a display. Displayed is something that I am kind of honestly excited about. They are pretty cool, yeah. Because they're just like a cool thing you can hang on your wall and stuff. No. I have merch ideas for when the time comes. Do not fear. Can we get a tank of that? Thatcherus, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Airmail Fox as well. Thank you guys. Twice you did that. Thank you so much. Yeah, my stream label's like normal notification app or whatever you want to call it. Applet is kind of pooped itself and just hasn't fixed itself in a while. So there's that, which is kind of frustrating. Display plagiarizes from artists like crazy. Please don't use them. Oh no, here we go. Drama. Okay. What do you think about the NHL draft? Very uninspired this year, Sir Mickey. I don't know. Just, I guess this is the first year that my team didn't really have a top 10 pick. So I think I was just automatically not as interested. Yeah. MB Raid! What's up, MB? How's it going, my buddy? How's it going? I heard I was being blamed for you purchasing expensive hockey equipment, and I can't be held responsible for that. I just want to let you know that. So that's on you, my friend. How did stream go? I saw it was Maintenance Monday, and also No Math Monday. I'm not sure what that means. All right, if that's the tunnel, and that means we want... I'm going to get this first one completely wrong, FYI. He broke his door. Which door? The boat door into the thing, or the main rocket door into the silo? The main door? Horrible. Boop, 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 boop. He's absolutely in love with hockey. I know, it's amazing. Yeah. I gotta get out there again with him soon. All right, for those of you popping over for Impulse stream, we have a super exciting stream today of me building 100 warden liftificator things to bring my wardens up to the surface. It's a task I've been kind of punting on forever, and quite honestly, the thing I need to be doing the most is building the slums out of Decked Out, but I can't do that. That's creative work for me, so we're doing this instead because this absolutely needs to be done. All right, so if we do this, and we got that, and then we got doinky doinky, doinky doinky. We got a little tunnel around the side here. How does this work? If I remember correctly, we get like a audio take out is off. I pressed something. I don't know what I pressed, and I don't know if I want my audio out, on, or off or not. I bet you Bread knows what that is. Right, Bread? Pick block auto? Oh, auto, not audio. Okay, I thought it said audio. Oh, pick block from... Yeah. Because I've got the thing that like pulls it out of the shulker boxes. Did I toggle that off? Let's see here. I'm not even trying to test this right now. No, whatever. We'll figure it out. Your mic is muted? No, it's not. Your mic is muted. Okay. So we go temp. We want to go 3 high on these just to make sure that while we're down here, we have no soundy bits going off. We got to get this and that. And 1, 2, 3. Bop. And then give me some of this. Inventory is filled up with garbaggio already. Like that. Oh, I want to get the... Yeah, let's... Okay, good. We're already powered here, so I can actually go like so. And like so. And then that powers through. And then we go down there, there. We put an observer here facing that way, if I remember correctly. That powers through the block. That goes down below so that we don't power the piston. That pops up, over, down. And then I believe that's it. So that now when I power it, or when I don't power it, and then when I power it again, it switches back. Everybody's happy. Great. So we'll get the warden in there. We'll come back and add all the waters later on another day, probably. While Why did the system need upgrading? This isn't the part we're upgrading, Gravin. And no, I haven't. The nether side, the nether delivery side is what I'm hoping to get to today to deliver. To deliver? The warden delivery system to upgrade. And now I need the section where I walk around and the warden can't. Although actually, no, we need to let the warden through here first because this isn't the first one in the chain, so it needs to be 3 tall. Okay, it's all very super scientific how this is done. The delivery of the wardens down here is the super time consuming part. All right, there's one. One, everybody. 76,000 more to go. So from watching you, wardens will pop up in a wave from center out. Yeah, kind of, Tristan. But I mean, we're talking, you know, ticks difference. But the difference between the first warden popping up and the last warden popping up will probably be 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah. But the good thing is, like, I don't need warden pop up to be super synchronized. I can, if I need to synchronize them, I can add some delay to the early wings and less delay to the farther wings, so that they kind of sync up. You know, the ones farther away have less 4-tick repeaters to go through and stuff to sync them up that way. But that would just be delaying the early wardens to catch up to the late wardens. Yes, I am using traditional redstone and repeaters, so it's going to take time to get the message down there, but seems like a totally fine way. I don't know. Getting super response time for fear for the fear effect isn't that important. Is there a reason you can't put them at the surface? Death. Yeah, death is the reason. Yeah. Why not use instant wire for the main artery? Because instant wire is great for sending an event, but I want this to be an on or off. And anytime you use an event, to me, you run the risk of, anytime you use a 1-tick event to toggle a system, you run a pretty significant risk of that system getting out of sync and being off when it should be on and stuff. So this is guaranteed to stay in sync, is the idea at least. Am I a tea drinker? No. I generally don't like dirt water. That's all right. I didn't need that redstone anyways. That's cool. That's cool. When is your first sheep pooper fart game in the tournament? I don't know. I'm playing this week against certain awesome people that I'm excited about. That will make it into a video. I'm more of a bean juice guy. Yeah, I am, and an earth juice guy. So yeah, there'll be some fun sheep games coming up. Okay, where is my thing? That goes there. That goes there. Boop 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 boop. I'd really love to get to the point where I'm like super fast at making these, but that won't happen on camera. Ba, 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 ba. Assembly line? I thought about it, because then I can just focus on one task. That's always generally a good idea, but the problem with that is the distance travel between each one. I would spend a lot of my time just walking between them, I think. So probably not. Tell Skiz to get to work. Skiz isn't even on the server. How am I going to tell him? All right, so what was on my... Oh, yeah, so this weekend, it was cool because my son came up to me. This is, my son who's about to turn 18. He's like, hey, I've been thinking I want to try some Magic the Gathering again. Not again. He said, I want to try it. I want to try to get into Magic the Gathering. And, of course, I was like, what? So... I was like, okay, I'm on board with that. Like, we played when you were younger. And he's like, yeah, but I was like, 11 and I didn't know what I was doing. It's like, also true. So we played yesterday for like, I don't know, a good 5 hours or so. And it was so much fun. Like, I mean, I've never really gotten into Magic. Like, I know of it, I know the rules and stuff, but like I have to look up keywords on cards and stuff all the time. I'm like a total noob. But it was a lot of fun learning it together. So we played in Tabletop Simulator because obviously I don't have cards, but like Tabletop Sim has got the board for it or whatever you want to call it is amazing. Like you can just paste in whatever you want your deck to be, and it's like, bloop, there it is. You can play with that deck. No cost, free, obviously. Good art, good everything. So we did that. We went to some sites and found some. Was it Commander? No, I've played Commander once or twice in the past, and I know that's like the big way to play. But I honestly don't know the rules of Commander and stuff like that. So we just went with like standard, whatever. But yeah, everyone seems to like Commander better. We need to check that out for sure. But I was impressed with the integration. Like you could just go to the Tabletop Sim version and just like load deck, and you could either paste in a link from a website and it just brought it in immediately, that whole deck, or you could just paste in like the names of the cards. It was really cool. So we did some pre-made decks, and then he found this. I mean, you Magic nerds are probably gonna be like, oh yeah, but he found this deck that was all about. It was a white deck about cats. Absolutely annihilated me. Because he had some legendary cat creature that was like, yeah, he had a Johnny, the first claw or whatever. And he's just like, cats. And then he's got some other cat that's like every cat that comes in has got +1/+1. The cats were crazy. I'm like, these little cats are kicking my butt. And I was playing a goblin deck, which I thought would also be, fast and keep up with him. No, just wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. But it was satisfying and tons of fun. And he was having a great. Cat was your first deck? Yeah. It was super fun though. And then we decided, I was like, wait a minute, there's something, and again, this shows how much of a noob I am. I was like, wait, there's like drafts and stuff you can do. And I was like, that website we were using to look for decks seems pretty sophisticated. So I bet it also has a way to do drafts. And we looked it up, and sure enough, yeah, we did this draft system. But there's like 50 different ways to do draft. There's like, they have names for all the different draft types, and I was just like, I don't know what any of these mean. Yeah, you guys are saying the word observer. Sure, I have no idea what that means. But we did a draft, and we didn't know how it was working at all, and it was frustrating because we're like, are we done? Why am I having to pick all 5 colors? This is not what I want and stuff. But after that, I was like, wait a minute. I had to pull back into my extensive Magic nerddom, and I was like, wait a minute. I think there's something called like sealed drafts or something where you just get some packs that are yours and you make a deck out of it. And I was like, I think that would be more fun. And we found out, yes, they have that as well. So the next time we play, we're going to do sealed, which I think is way better. Like you just get, I think 6 packs. So you have like 90 cards, and this tool is just like, okay, sort them all by color. And then you can start going through and seeing like, okay, which of these do I want to focus on and stuff. So yeah, I think we're going to do some sealed draft decks, which I think will be, I'm excited. It's going to be really cool. And not to get sappy or anything, but he's going to college in a month, so the more time I can spend with him, the better. Okay, that didn't work. Oh yeah, the observer helps. This song is too much. You get too much going on here. Sorry, buddy. Observe yourself. What? I don't know what's happening. Why are you threatening me? Excellent. Okay. Did you ever try Yu-Gi-Oh? Nope. I mean, I've heard that word. That's the extent of my knowledge. Bloop. How are you handling the idea of him going to college? Not good. Not good, if I'm honest. There should be another one here. Did I not? Oh, I stopped there. Okay, well, we got to do more down there eventually. Well, let me just run some redstone down here at least. I didn't even know you had a son. Does he also play hockey? That's how I got into hockey. Yeah, he's a great hockey player. Yeah, 100%, Daniel. I think our kids are very close to the same age. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's get into the other tunnel here. Good. Oh my gosh, Ranger Rick, that's amazing. Congrats to you. That is so exciting. So exciting. Good news. Nip, thank you for the piece of pie. See, this is a joke I'm probably not gonna get because I'm not a programmer. Why don't programmers know the difference between Halloween and Christmas? Because Oct 31 equals Dec 25. Okay, this is Oct mode and decimal mode. I don't know the difference there. Are those two numbers the same? Decimal 25 is the same as, is that base 8, base 10 joke or something? Is that what's happening? Got it. I understand your joke, I think. Okay. All right, so here's purple. That joke is definitely based. See, that's even more funny. Yeah, that's even funnier. The follow-up joke. Okay, we're good here. This tunnel looks like it's already doing quite well, and I don't think I added any here, so. And then this is the end of the platform. Okay, so the purple line is done now. Once I get some more platform out in the swamp, I'll have to do some more out there, but that's fine. Odd block to be sitting there. Have you seen the banner Guns and Chips made about Decked Out? Maybe? Maybe? All right, let's go down here. It's in the DO3 channel. I probably saw it then. Probably just forgetting it right now. Hey, Tank, are there any other systems like Fear or Omen that may be coming? Yeah, I realized I've been very quiet on the what is happening here? Oh, right, because this is no. What did I do here? Does this need to be a tube here? Oh, because there's supposed to be one right there. Why did I do this? There had to be a reason why I did this. This looks like Skisto. Have you been out in the sun more? Your hair looks lighter. That's not sun, Lomax, but thank you for noticing. I feel like this is a bit janky. How about we just not do that? Whoa! Okay. We'll fix this when the time comes. All right. Redstone's so powerful with the game fireworks. So anyways, to answer the question, yes, I've been a bit lacking on the systems reveal, so I think today maybe we'll talk. I might have. Have we talked about corruption at all? Have we talked about corruption? Probably not. Maybe? No? Okay, we're going to talk about corruption later today. Just because you guys, that's your reward for sitting around, not in depth. I think I might have mentioned it, right? I love how every time there's anything, like, corruption confirmed. All right, we'll talk about corruption later on. That's your reward for sitting around. Now I got you on the hook. Suckers. Let me follow this one to the end here, see how we're doing. I think we're probably good. Rockets on the barn. Okay, and I think this, so this, the tunnel ends, or the platform ends here. I will have to go out more in this direction because the mansion, the final zone, is gonna be here. But that's a problem for future Tango someday. There you go, Prelude, yeah. Future Tango confirmed. You guys are hilarious. Okay, so we go down this one. We'll have some work almost certainly to do. Ah, yes, here we go. Okay, boom, boom. Plenty of work in this one. Future Tango loves past Tango. It's a great, what's the word? Symbiosis? No. Standing on that stuff. What's up, Jonah? How you doing? I'm doing great today. Doing great today. What else? We could also talk about, I've like I said, I didn't get much building done. Landrick, thank you. I think, Landrick, you were amazing pre-stream too, and I missed it. Landrick, I appreciate you so much. So much support coming from you lately, and you're incredible. Thank you so much. So yeah, I didn't get nearly as much building done this weekend as I wanted to. Like I said, I don't regret it. I had a great weekend. But I'm still in the middle of building out the slums and stuff. Oh, I was like, where do you poof from? Been thinking a little bit more about the shops though. Like we had the good idea of a bank shop. I'm liking that. I'm also thinking of, I don't even know if I talked about this. I was struggling with like the apothecary and making it feel worthwhile and stuff like that. So I've got another shop I think I'm going to do, which is going to kind of take over the apothecary and do what the apothecary was going to do, but also more. Gambler's Den, that's a good idea. Corrales would just play decked out to go to the Gambler's Den. Is the mining company figured out now? The mining company doesn't exist anymore. That's how it's been figured out, yeah. So the Mistral Mining Company is gone. And instead I'm gonna have a shop. I think it's gonna be called Bramble and Bone, and it's gonna be like an oddity shop. It's gonna be like an oddity shop, a shop that buys and sells unique rare things. Morning Hooters going on, Gong, and thank you for the piece of pie. If you kill the Nether Wardens, please do it on stream so he can be a part of that epic fail. Kill the Nether Wardens? What Nether Wardens? What are we killing? No, nothing's being killed today, Gongan, except me probably. So yeah, there's gonna be a shop. It's gonna be called Bramble and Bone. It's an oddities curious shop. And I think music is too loud. Maybe? The point of it, I think, is a couple of things. So a big part of the game, I'm hoping, is players trying to craft relics at the forge. And to do that, they're going to need to collect some rare items and stuff like that, which means that some odd items need to drop as kind of loot in the game. And we'll get into that at a later date, how that's going to all work and stuff like that. But what I'm hoping is like, okay, so off the top of my head, we'll say, you know, slime goo is a rare thing, right? That you find. And it could be used to craft a relic, maybe. But if you don't need it and you still get that item, you can take it to Bramble and Bone, and there's a good chance they'll buy it from you. So it's a good way to make gold by selling some of the rare items that you don't need each run, that you still get anyways, just to add more gold to your coffers, if you will. But it'll also sell some things as well. So maybe it'll sell some ingredients randomly and rarely that you might need for your relics as well. So it's kind of like the rare oddity shop, right? But now I can also have it do what the apothecary was going to do anyways, and have it also maybe sell potions occasionally or something. There's still some stuff to be worked out, but I like the name. I like the build that I'm kind of working on now and stuff. So anyways, excited about it. I think it'll be fun. Where's my pistons? Yeah, no, the forge has to be in the game. Like I can't like, oh, we'll get to that someday. Oops, we didn't get to it. Like it's a big part of the game. That goes there, right? I already forget. We may get an influx of bots. Are bots a thing that are increasing on Twitch now? Oh, this looks dangerous. We're on it. I'm not worried. Just curious. I know you guys got it. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited about the name Bramble and Bone in a shop and the feeling of going in that place and stuff. I think it'll be cool. But as always, to be determined. Details. Noob, thank you so much. Thank you. Are the clankers attacking? I don't know what that means. Get out of here with your noises and your zombieing. You're dumb. Yeah. My axe is super powerful. It's taking me forever now because I'm talking. More people will be amazing at Trivia Plays. Thank you. A little gift for my favorite Minecrafter YouTuber. Love what you're doing. We'll all be here to support you. Thank you so much. I love the kind words. Seriously, thank you so much. Doink, doink. Right. And now I go skadoodle the noodle. All right, excellent. You go under there. We did one, folks. We did one. Any updates on the mob spawn issue? What do you mean by that? What issue? Why is Mistwell Mining Company replaced? So the Mistwell Mining Company was originally put in place to buy and sell something that will come from the Mistwell Caverns. If I'm honest, the Mistwell Caverns are probably taking a little bit of a future expansion role at this point, simply because the amount of building I have to do and stuff. And it was too specific in what it was doing. The role is still staying, the role being a shop that helps you sell things to make money, but now it's more of a general purpose shop that can do a lot of things. Extremist, thank you! The issues you're getting with mobs. Oh no, Squirby, it's the shulker thing at spawn that's loading the mob cap. Yeah, we have to have about this many people on to get good mob spawns. If it's just me or even one other person, we get no mob spawns because of the shulker game at spawn. All right, let me load this out here. You're gonna be not fun. Why do you have to be here? I'm an excellent block placer. What's this bot thing? Like, what are the bots doing? Obviously, bots must have a mischievous or ill intent purpose. They're just spamming. They come in and just say insane play, bro. Yeah, they're in the wrong channel for that. There's no quicker way to out yourself as a bot than to come in here and say insane play, bro. Because that doesn't happen here. They're farming authentic accounts and spamming positive messages and try to build it. They compliment relentlessly. What's the goal? That's weird. Why would they come in here and do that? I don't know. Whatever. I don't understand. Da-da-da. Twitch capped streamers max viewers because of viewbot problem? How can they cap max viewers? I mean, some of those giant channels get 30,000 viewers. Insane redstone blazing, bro. Don't you think building 2 whole areas after launch would be too much? What's the 2 whole areas? So far, I think it's just the caverns. Ba, 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 ba. I missed. Where's my... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's why. All right, diggy diggy. This water one is killing me. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Basically just filling in some blocks here so that I can dig it back out, water free. Nope. I think I lent my sponges to someone. Did I lend them to B-dubs or someone? I feel like I lent my sponges out and they're gone now. Did I do that on stream? I think it was it B-dubs on stream? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to hire somebody to break his legs, I think. Call in the Sponge Mafia. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to these shattered planes. Perhaps you need some protection. Alright, doink, 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 doink. A sponge mob? Yeah, that'd be nice. What was I talking about? We talked about the shop. Unshatter his planes, yeah. The not so shattered planes. The mostly flat planes. Have you considered many outsourcing of the repetitive designed items to your Patreon server? I have someone. A very specific person from my Patreon server that is helping with something that'll be shown next episode. But no, not in terms of widespread help. Nothing yet. But yeah, very, very much to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be getting help. Still gonna ask, you know, some of the hermits for help too. I think I actually put some time into thinking about like, okay, what sections of my build do I want to outsource and who do I want to build them? So I've kind of got some people pegged for certain things, which I think will be fun. That one took forever. He still calls sponges garbage in his video? Skiz is outsourcing most of his project to me, yeah. Gaga! Ah! I hate you. Let's just see how many times we can wash away our redstone. That's the goal here. You need MP, what do I need MP for? What do you guys think if they added, I mean, I don't know if it would get used, but what if they added something like, and I don't think anyone would do it, but imagine you could like honey seal, wax seal your redstone and it became waterproof. That'd be interesting. I don't know that anyone would really go back and do it because it's more work to do that than it is to just handle the few times. But I guess you could then intentionally do underwater redstone, which would be cool. Copper seal it so it's a wire. Yeah. Resin. Oh, give resin. Yeah, resin needs more love. Resin absolutely needs more love. Something that resin can do. I want to break this, but it's going to be bad for me, I think. Oh, bonus. Okay. And that, and that. And that. Oh, bonus. Okay. Hey, we finished this one. It only took like 9 years, right? Is this done and working? Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, resin needs, I feel like resin is just sitting there waiting to be part of the redstone community. Like, it'd be so cool to have a reason to make bigger redstone farms and stuff. It'd be nice. Not done? What did I, is it that piece right there? The switch is working, so that's working, so we're good, yeah. Bill Gates, are you listening? That's Skiz's line. Lights! Okay, hopefully this one will be easier. Nope, won't be easier, everybody. Hey, look, water and stuff. We're excited about this. Cool, cool, cool. Why does that one piece need to go down next to the piston? Because if you have a solid block there on the side of the piston, it'll power the piston and it'll screw up all the timing and stuff. I'll show you on this one if I think about it. Where's the, okay, it's right there. So that, let's go out here a little bit more. I know, this is like, look at this. It's just like so much underground water down here. It's crazy. It's probably like the best glow squid farm ever. Excellent. It's not even clean water. I know, it's nice and dirty. That's why we're here. That's why we chose the swamp, was for the dirty water. What is it resin even used for right now? Nothing. You make resin blocks out of it, and you get an ugly block to build with. Like, I wish when they added blocks, they were like, and here's how the many ways you use that new block. Obviously, the blocks that are made for like, just building alone is fine, you know. In the direction they took copper, they took it as a building block. I think they really could have made it a technical block. Instead, that would have been nice. Sulfur was good about that. Yeah, they built it and then they gave it an intent, which is good. Copper bulbs are technical? I mean, sure they are. I guess they are. Copper bulbs, maybe it's just me and the way they're, oh, here we go. Yep, it's time to flood our bits. Copper bulbs are cool, and yeah, obviously they're redstone related. I don't know, personally, maybe I just don't use them right or something, but they feel like if they wanted to make a T flip-flop block, they could have simplified it and made it a little bit better, because like the way you pull a comparator signal off, it pulls it off when it's powered, and like you can't really observe it that well because it has multiple state changes, whether it's powered or whether it's on. It's a little bit weird. Again, probably just me. Cool, cool. Skill issue? It probably is, yeah, honestly. You guys are killing on the bots. I want to see a bot. I'm excited to see bots. That sounds fun. All right. This is coming in here. You're going there and somewhere around here. What I really should be doing, like, I don't know why I'm digging a tunnel around the right for redstone and a tunnel around the left for wardens. Why don't I just do one tunnel around the right for the wardens and the redstone? That would be smarter. But I'm not very smart. Finally! I've been saying that for 4 streams now. All right, so this block here, someone was asking why that block needs to go down. Because if there's a block here, it'll power that piston, and then you'll get just like a 1-tick delay here, and the pistons will smash into each other and not work as well. If you do this, it doesn't power the piston, and then you get another 1-tick delay for the observer, which allows this time to go back before that one pushes forward. Something, something. See, if we did this, see how it breaks instantly if you do that? Did you notice, like, it's good that we think of these things ahead, because otherwise you would see this and it would just break. I thought it was necessary, all right? I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently it's not necessary. I thought we had that before. Oh, it's because the observer is still... So yeah, he is powering first and jamming up, but then one tick later it tries to power again or something like that. I don't know. So anyways, it's not necessary. All right, let's start doing this the right way. We're going to wash everything out again here. All right, well, let's wash it all out. I really got to get my shape in first and then do the redstone. Okay, so now the warden can not go through there. Yep, cool. Yep, thank you. One more time. I'm enjoying doing this. This is fun. I'm having fun doing this 7 times in a row. Whee! Okay. Warden goes down here now because he's 3 blocks tall and everybody's happy. Okay. We're practicing, yeah. What else? Last night, and I know I've missed by like 4 years, but I finally watched Queen's Gambit. Watched some Queen's Gambit. Is this not dugout? Why you no dugout? Oh, because the platform stops there. Okay. All right, well, let's just run some redstone down here. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I missed the first couple episodes and kind of came in late. I was like, hey, what are you watching? And she said, oh, Queen's Gambit. I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to watch this. So I sat there from like 9:30 to 1 in the morning, watching it all the way through. I am not a chess player, but I am chess interested, if that makes sense. So it was really cool. I thought it was a great show. I thought it was great. And she did a fantastic job acting, I thought. And I'm generally sometimes pretty hard on actors and actresses if I don't think they do a good job. I thought she did a great job. Cheshire Appreciator, yeah, we'll go with that. She did a great job of changing her character as the story progressed. It was really cool. Like, she started out as like this super awkward, 17, where I came into, just like 17-year-old girl who just didn't smile or anything, and then she then transformed into, spoilers, she transformed into like this drug addicted, crazy person. And she just played like that emotional role and stuff. It was really impressive. The range she had. And the story was cool. It was a little predictable, of course, but I was okay with that. And then as I was watching, I'm like, I'm wondering how good, because they're showing a lot of chess. I was like, I wonder how good this chess gameplay really is. So, of course, I had to go to the tubes, and I immediately found a video of Magnus Carlsen evaluating the final match, or some of the matches that took place in the game, and him giving commentary about what they were and stuff like that. And it was really cool to see, the greatest player in the world, his response to some of the matches. I was like, they must have hired at least a master, if not a grandmaster, to help them make the chess games be real. Otherwise, anyone who really knew anything about chess would have just scoffed at it. So to set up scenarios that replayed real games. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense then. So they didn't have to invent situations. They copied existing games and just used them as part of the story. That makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. If you have mild interest in chess and haven't seen Queen's Gambit, It's only 7 episodes, so you can pretty much watch the whole thing in a long night if you're into it. It was cool. It was really cool. This one's done, I think. And then, yeah, that's going to be the thing. All right, so we're done with Blackline for now. What's the name? Queen's Gambit. Netflix, I believe. It's basically a story of this girl who is an orphan, but then as a little kid, she's taught chess, and she turns out to be just like this super chess prodigy, brilliant mind. And the story of her, it's mostly her in her late teens, early 20s, and going through like becoming an amazing chess player and dealing with her past family issues and stuff. It's really, really cool. I thought it was good. Let's go down this one. Okay, hopefully we're out of the water now. That'd be great. Cool. The moment you said you wanted to see a bot, we had 0 of them. Coincidence? I am the bots. If I could just go ahead and get out of here now, that'd be awesome. Okay. Let's do that. Horn's going off. Evil noticed it with a piece of pie. Interesting, Evil. Let's, I want to talk to you later. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Evil, as always. You really like Queen's Gambit? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Ba-ba-da-ba. All right, so that is the Soul Stone. That is the thing. That's there. That's there. Move the observer there. I will always stand on that. Ha! Stupid. Bop, bop. Yeah, more of it coming down. You've watched Queen's Gambit twice now. Interesting. Is that because you enjoyed it so much, or because you're like super chess person? I would imagine like a huge chess fan would be really into it. Okay. 1 tunnel this time, everybody. It's gonna be amazing. Should have thought of this forever ago. Yeah. Did it have the same ending both times? Yes, I'm sure it did. Yes. Snark, snark. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, you could not even care. Like, my wife doesn't care about chess at all, and she really enjoyed it too. Now it doesn't work. Did I put the piston in the wrong spot? Oh. Observers don't push so well. Okay, excellent. I do want Mrs. T to read books on stream. She's not going to read books on stream. But I could see her, oh, this one's done. Excellent, excellent. She definitely needs to do her book review stream. She's read so many books recently. She'd be a good source of recommending books, I think. Did you flash your BIOS? You know I did. What? I don't even know what that means. Coda is not a bot. Can confirm. What else? What else? What else? Oh, another show. Because now that I praised the show, I have to poop on a show. We tried watching. I think this one was on Amazon Prime. Not recommended. You guys see the show Running Point? It's like it's got what's her face? Kurt Russell's wife. I can't remember her name. Hudson. Kate Hudson. Yeah. Kate Hudson is the main character. She runs a fake NBA, presumably basketball team, and her family and stuff about how it's is it Goldie Hawn? Not Kate Hudson. Oh right, it's Goldie Hawn. Yeah, sorry. Same thing. And I like Goldie Hawn a lot, so that's why I was like, okay, that's cool. We'll watch this. But yeah, just the writing and honestly, even some of the camera work and stuff was just weird. I watched quite a bit of it and I just couldn't get into it. So yeah, it's like a silly. I'll say this: it's not a very smart show. It doesn't make you think. It doesn't make you. There's no character. It's just like very, very simple show, I would say. So not my favorite. Has anyone else seen it? Have I seen Severance? No, I don't have Apple. Right? Isn't Severance the Apple show? I need to get Apple because I still need to watch Ted Lasso and stuff. I really want to. Do I like scary movies? No. Not really, no. Yeah, I've heard Severance is amazing, yeah. Oh, wait, no, Severance. I did watch the Severance. I watched it on the airplane. That's the one where they lose their mind when they go to work. Right? And yeah. Did not like it. There. Did not like it. Was not. It was a cool concept. Yeah, hot take. I know, right? Everyone loves it. I watched a good 5 or 6 episodes. And I wanted to like it because I loved the premise. But I guess it was just not moving at a pace that I liked or something. And I just kind of got bored. I don't know. I was expecting more to happen quicker. And I just went, sorry, not for me. But I respect the idea. The idea is super cool. So, I'm not saying if you like it, you're wrong. It's just the way it is, yeah. I don't know. It's a slow burner. Yeah, it's definitely got that intrigue and like, ooh. I could see like as the seasons go on and stuff, it could get very interesting and they could have some serious plot twists and everything. That'd be cool. But yeah. Yeah, Ted Lasso, I watched like 2 episodes of that on an airplane. Again, because that's the only way I watch Apple TV. I should just get Apple TV, but you know, here we are. And I didn't get to the part where I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, but I could see how it would be amazing. And yeah, and everyone just says it's like their favorite show. Like Skiz loves it. My buddy Brody absolutely loves it, you know, so I really want to see it. Who is your favorite non-gamer or Minecraft person to watch? Mine is Adam Savage from Mythbusters. Yeah, Adam Savage is pretty good. I feel like obviously, you know, ever since what do you call it? The show that I can't remember right now died. You know, my interest in him is faded a little bit. Mythbusters, yeah, couldn't remember the name of it. But Adam Savage is good. He's a great person. I saw him, my wife and I saw like a Mythbusters live kind of thing. If I remember correctly, they came to like Phoenix and we saw them do this like live thing, which was kind of cool. I don't remember it, but it was cool if I remember correctly. He's a good guy though, yeah, for sure. What was the category? Non-gamer Minecraft. I really like Hank Green. Every time Hank Green speaks, I'm impressed. Really like him, and I'm really getting into Neil deGrasse Tyson more, watching his channel, watching some of his old videos. So I would say Hank Green and Neil deGrasse Tyson are kind of my two go-tos at this point. I don't watch a lot of YouTube though, to be perfectly honest. Do you like it? I don't even know who Caleb Hammer is. Yeah, you could rattle off so many names, and I would just smile and nod and be like, "How do you not know this person?" And I would just be like, "Because I live in a bubble and I don't know anything." So, yeah. Only weird one. Who would watch YouTube, right? But yeah, Hank Green, ever since, like, you know, his brother's kind of obviously, I think, fallen off a little bit. He's become an author and stuff, which has been great. He's got a couple of really good published books, I believe. But yeah, when they were like, I think, right, like Vlog Brothers concept, I believe, has kind of slowed down a little bit. Now it's just Hank kind of doing his own videos. Oh, does John still post? Okay. But anyways, yeah, those two guys are great. Very, very intelligent guys, but in a very relatable way. It's just, they're super cool. They still post regularly? Okay. I feel like the videos that I've really been drawn to are just the kind of the solo Hank Green ones lately. John was busy writing, yeah, for sure. Who else? Who else am I missing out on? Like, you know, who are the kind of other intellectual YouTubers out there who, like, I don't want, you know, entertaining, showy guys. I want people who make me think a little bit. Casey Neistat, yeah. Has he come back a little bit? I know he took like a huge break. I probably need to get into Tom Scott. I've never watched Tom Scott. Vsauce, I love Vsauce, but he's kind of gone away too. And then Casey disappeared for a while, yeah. Tom Scott's back and he's great. Okay. Skizzle man? I don't know, that guy sounds like a loser. Yeah, all right. So I gotta start watching some Tom Scott. And honestly, he's probably got like a billion old videos I could just start going through. Did I miss one here, or am I at the edge of the... Yeah, I'm at the edge of the platform again. I really got to get those platforms going. Ever check out the Y files? No. ClickSpring, Evan and Caitlin. Yeah, I know them. Hung out with them many times. Great people. For real, this crew's goated. Yeah, that's pretty fake right there. All right, I don't want to do that one because I think it's done. Let's go down here. Nick, thank you so much for 10. Thank you so much. And Nick's you cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly, Nika lads. Yeah. Hank Green can put out a video, like, and he does his research. He's not going to make a video about something unless he's like, I'm pretty much an expert on this right now. Here's more Drunken Tango Redstone. I don't know what was happening when I did that. I'm sure, I feel like there's a reason. I wouldn't have done that without reason, but here we are. Have you ever watched Tim Kane's videos about game design? No. That sounds like something I need to do. Like if there was a I mean, I'm sure there's a billion, right? I need to find a podcast or a series about game design and like game design theory and stuff like that. Oh, I would eat that up. Who's the best at that? Do you guys know any? I need that in my life. Game study buddies? What? I think you're like serious with digital logic design, weirdly enough. One of you mods could be awesome and just like summarize all the cool channels that everyone's suggesting right now. I'd forever be your friend. Extra credits, yeah. They're the animated one, right? They did good stuff, yeah. Do they still? They probably still do make them, and I don't know. But all I remember is like old extra credits. Not really evil, not really, no. Yeah, extra credits did those like animated videos where they would talk about a specific design theory or they would tear apart a specific game or something, if I remember correctly. I always enjoyed them. Mostly because their animation stuff was really spot on. Technology Connections is a great channel. Oh. Got a little confused there. Technology Connections is goated. Okay. What do they focus on? Game Maker's Toolkit. All right. All right. Yeah, I need, like, I'll be honest, I need a new, I mean, I gotta get back to listening to finishing off Dungeon Crawler Carl, of course, but I need another, like, okay, I'm doing some grind work tonight. Let me pop on a podcast or something, for sure. All right, 3 blocks tall, we're good. Just break that. Do you like cooking? Not really. My wife's into all the Top Chef and stuff like that. Like, I kind of want to be interested in cooking. Yeah, it's not for me. I don't know why. How appliances work? Well, I mean, I like to show how it's made. I still just pop on old episodes of Critical Role. Yeah, it's tough. I feel like for Critical Role and stuff, I can't just pop on. I have to watch from the beginning, and then that's like a 400-hour investment, and I ain't got that kind of time. How it's made is great. Yeah. You have the script. Yeah, everyone always says Alton Brown's really great, but I don't have interest in cooking at all, so probably not for me. Building with BOO, there's a good channel to watch. Okay, this one needs to be taller because I'll eventually need to go beyond this. For someone who's never heard about Dungeon Crawler Carl, what's it about? Okay. I've been hyping on this books for a while now, so a lot of you guys have obviously heard of it. Dungeon Crawler Carl is a book series. They just came out with book 8. I was introduced to this concept called lit RPG. It's like a story, but they're playing in like a RPG video game kind of thing. It's a story about a guy and we'll say his cat. Aliens come to Earth and they basically kill all of Earth, and they force all of the remaining humans who live, which is like a small percentage, to go into this underground dungeon that's made by magic, right? It's magic, but it's basically a book about him and his cat going through a dungeon but it's like actually fighting boss mobs and stuff, and it's just the voice acting and the characters are just amazing. It's just incredible. Yeah. The Sponge Snatcher. It's good. I did not do it justice, yeah, but everybody should absolutely read / listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl. I would recommend listening because of the few. Is this the end of the line here? Yeah. Of the few audiobooks, this is by far one of the best ones. It's narrated by a guy named Jeff Hayes, and he does like all the voices, and it's like you can't believe he does all the voices, and he's so good at it. So he really carries the audio. So I think it's one of the few books that's probably better to listen to the audiobook than read it. But I'm not a bookie person, so you know, you do you. I have not done anything with Project Hail Mary yet, anywhere at all or anything. Don't know anything about Project Hail Mary. So I'm probably just going to watch it when it comes out on whatever platform it's coming out on. And I know the book is, you know, oh, the book's so much better, right? Which is probably true, but we'll get there. Is it out? It's on Amazon Prime now. There we go. All right. Mrs. T and I have a date. Watch it on DVD. Catch it on Blu-ray. Own it on Blu-ray now. The amount of like transitions we've gone through. That's not the right way to say it, but you know what I mean. Like technological changes we've gone through in my lifetime and some of your lifetimes. Like crazy how so many new things have come up, been hyped, and then just gone away and died. Just because that technology has changed so fast, specifically with movie and music industry. Both of them are in the same kind of same area. Wrong spot. Did I do it wrong? Yep. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's what happens when I try and chat. What is this? It's like sci-fi music or something here. Now the entire chat's gonna be like, there's music. It's always the case. Yeah, when I was your age, yeah, my introduction to Netflix was renting video games. My buddy and I would rent PlayStation games on Netflix before we even did movies. And it was fairly awesome. The concept of like them mailing you physical media and then you mail it back. That was short-lived. That was short-lived. Bop, bop, bop. Be kind, rewind. The envelopes, yeah, I still remember those. I never did Redbox. Redbox was a thing, but that was even less short-lived than... Redbox still went on after Netflix stopped their physical media, didn't they? If I remember correctly, like Redbox kind of came after Netflix and lived longer than Netflix in that regard. Still exists? Come on. That's embarrassing. What is happening here? Ah! Oh my god! Flea and tear! I was just like, why is it dark? Yeah, that's the old system. We gotta break that. And now we gotta do it without getting our face blasted off. He isn't covered in wool, but when I'm within 6 blocks of him, power at first. When I'm within 6 blocks of him, he can sniff my butt. I can't see anything with the seeing. Okay, he went back up. He went back up, I think. Okay. We want to leave that pushing forward. Let's break that. Yeah, this is like one of the old ones we did here. Ah, missed. Is this right? All right, now he should be coming back down. I should get darkness now. And darkness now. Okay. Send him back up. All right, it's working. Can we hear about corruption now? We have plenty of corruption at home. You don't need new corruption. All right, sorry. Had to say it. Let me get rid of all these things here because it's making Lomax anxious. And that's the last thing I want to do. Just watch the news, I know. Let me do one more of these and then we'll kick over to the Nether because I know this has gone from boring to really boring. Oh hey, it's my thing where I get my stuff. Oh, more of the old ones. Oh, he's gonna be coming back down and I'm gonna be sad. Quick, hurry. Oh no. Excuse me, pardon me. Go away. Did you see that wardens will constantly chase after filled sulfur cubes? They attack. Oh, because a filled sulfur cube can't be killed, right? Interesting. Hold on. Giving me ideas. We now have an invulnerable mob. Interesting. Well, the creaking is invulnerable, but it's distance controlled. It can't go a certain distance. That's interesting. Yeah, there's things you could do with that. For sure. Let's go 3 tall here. Completely off topic, guys. Paint my pants or sculpt a dragon next. Sculpting a dragon sounds way cooler than painting your pants. What happens when you put redstone in a sulfur cube? Does it power blocks? That's a good question. I know TNT in a sulfur cube will respond to redstone dust, which is crazy. But does putting... No, it doesn't? I thought that was the big thing, that you could, like, they would bounce across powered redstone dust and get powered. Oh, you can't fill it with a redstone block. Are we talking about different things here? TNT in a cube that bounces over redstone dust will still power it and ignite the TNT. But you cannot put redstone cubes in the... Is that what we're saying? Okay. Gotcha. That's a shame. It seems like that's a missed opportunity to be able to put a redstone block in there. That would have done so many cool things. But they're like, that's hard. We can't do that. That's a shame. I honestly still need to play with sulfur cubes. Haven't done anything with them at all. Remember when I said we were going to do one more? We're going to do one more. See if I could build it before he gets down here. Gonna get blasted in the face. Okay, that should have sent him back up, I think. Sulfur Cube science stream. I feel like the science is out there. I wouldn't be doing anything that's not already on the wiki, right? So, I don't know. Okay. That's the last one. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I got more to do, but I can do those while I'm listening to all the amazing new channels that you guys have sent me. What? Ah! Someone put all that poop there. What the heck? All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Change things up a little bit. All right, let's put stuff back in here that needs to go in there. Doink, 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 doink. And we'll put in some stone, and there we go. That box is ready to go for next. Oh, that's gonna need some repeaters for sure. Doink, doink, doink. Okay, we'll leave that there. And we'll go blah 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 blah, and we're good. We can put torches back. We don't need that many torches. Let's take more rockets because we're gonna use a lot of rockets. All right. Nope, I won't, Daniel. I won't. Too late. It's gone. What did I miss? Hazardous, thank you for the biddies. Day 5 of asking for Headless Horseman as an occasional Ravager substitute. Zombie Horse Rider with spear and pumpkin head. All right, so I really intended to have a zombie horse rider with a spear be one of the, like, to be a character, to have there be one and have him be in Greywick, and I was very excited. The problem is they have different hitboxes, and a lot of the things I'm building in Greywick are dependent on Ravagers, like this being the biggest one, right? A Ravager can walk across this. That horse would just be like kadunk and get splashed in there and be stuck in there forever. So yeah, So I've put that on a back burner. He could go in the swamp. Yeah, he could go in the cemetery. Maybe. Chat wants to tell you they're missing dust in the warden tunnels. That will figure itself out eventually. Not too worried about it. Yeah, he could go in the cemetery, and I actually was thinking about that. He could be a you know, with the pumpkin head on him is a good idea though, honestly. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, maybe he goes in the cemetery. I like that idea. All right. So we made a little bit of progress on the warden things. Oh, you guys want to see something super cool? You guys want to see the coolest thing ever? This is spoiler. This is spoiler. Coolest thing ever. Highlight of the stream right here. You're going to see it. We have a player detector for decked out that I'm going to be using extensively. Do you even need to ask? I know everyone's like, no, I'll have none of that. A player detector that works with a 32 block radius, works 100% of the time, doesn't require, or you can't sneak through it, so it's not using skulk sensors. And I'm going to be using it extensively. Now, that comes with a little bit of preface that I need to say. It is using our armor stand tech that we have here on the server. Okay, so I'm just taking advantage of what we have, but it is not 100% vanilla. And if you give me not vanilla crap, I don't want to hear it. All right, because it's too cool. So, anyways, here it is. That's it right there. That's the whole thing. Soon he'll be duping TNT too. I know. Here we go. Watch. See? Watch. I back up. The lights stop. I get within 32 blocks. The lights start going. And I get updates. It's super tiny and compact. I back up. It stops. I hold shift. I come in. Doesn't matter. So here's what's happening. Here's the witchcraft. It's using the book system to apply poses to armor stand mods. Okay, and you guys see the string in there. So we have two books, this book and this book, and they're alternating being powered. It's really neat, yeah. And each one is changing the pose of the armor stand, one small, one big, and every time it does, the string gets an update, which basically just toggles this thing. It is so cool. I didn't design it. I'm not this smart. I have smart people who help me, Cortex. And anyways, this is super cool. So this is going to be used for a lot of like my tracking of what sub-region they're in and stuff like that. Really, really, really cool. I think that's going to be switched to sulfur cubes. Now, Risk, I'd be interested. I'd be very interested in doing it with a vanilla solution, but I don't know how. So how is this detecting the player? That's a good question, right? Is because the armor stand stuff we have that applies animations, as a performance optimization, it only works. It only does its thing when players are then 32 blocks, right? They're like, if there was something over at my creeper farm right now that was trying to animate armor stand poses, there would be no reason to do it. So the armor stand mod is like, all right, we're only going to run these animations when someone's in 32 blocks. And then we're just using that as our player detector. So it's pretty cool. It is a sphere. Yeah, it is a sphere. So it's super cool. Yeah. Is it possible it could get stuck toggling? I've tried. I thought I had that same concern, but it seems to be no matter what, every time I do it, it just seems to work. It will not detect me in a free cam. No, I don't think so. I know it won't in free cam, and I don't think it'll detect spectators and stuff like that too. And it's only players, yeah. What if there will be more people in the dungeon? Well, there won't be more people in the dungeon, so that's not a problem. Are you relying on the render distance of a mod staying the same? I don't think so. Yeah, how would Risk send me something with like how this can be done with the silver cube? Because if I could do this with the silver cube and still have the range and no sneaky stuff, I'd be totally interested in that. So anyways, there's that. You're going to be seeing that a lot. All right, let's go. All right, here's my idea. The Warden delivery system, if you guys remember, it's a sphere, not a cylinder. Yeah. It's the same effect, but longer radius. Interesting. Yeah, Risk, send me something on Discord or something. All right, in the Nether, you guys remember, like, we have the little Warden spawner thing over in the Deep Dark there, and they go through the portal, and then I go through and I dunga them through the tunnels, which I know you guys love, but I was thinking of being really boring but more efficient and setting up a lava push system, waterway basically, using lava to push the Warden down that long tunnel. It'll be slow, but I could push like 50 of them at a time. So that's what I want to do, is get them to just basically, like, I stand on a thing, spawn them, they go in, and they start going down the track. I know you guys love the Dunga, but we've done quite a bit of Dunga, and I need to still do about another 100 Wardens. There's only so much Dunga I could take. So it's about efficiency at this point. So I think I'm going to go into the Nether now and see about setting that up, which means I need a lot of this and a lot of that. Probably even more of that. Let's go up to my lava. There you go. Oh, hold on. I want to hear my wind. Why am I not hearing my wind? There we go. Wow, it took a long time. I mean, I know it's on like a 16-second cycle, so maybe we just kicked it. Maybe we just caught it right at the end or something like that. Eat more fiber. What did I come out here for? Oh yeah, lava. And B heard the wind. Fantastic. Wrong side. I still got to do the whole back of this too. It's annoying me that I didn't finish the back side of this build. Let's do that. And so this guy, saving him. Do I not have a crafting bench in here? Seriously? All right, let's go make some more buckets over here. And also thought the mountain was erupting. Doinkers. Oh, right, they stack. Doinkers. All right. Yeah, everybody knows back of builds are optional. Wait, I'm going into the Nether and bringing lava. There's probably an opportunity to get plenty of lava in the Nether. All right, let's bring more shulkers. Same with interiors. I'm on that. Yeah, I'm on the who needs interiors. All right, so we're gonna need lots of signs still, and I think I might have used. Oh, I don't want to use spruce signs because I'm gonna need those for the build. Let's make a bunch of these ugly guys. Give me some sticks. Doinky doinky, and this and that. That and that. That's a lot of signs. And give me a couple of these, and one of those, and that, and that, and that, and that, and I think we're good. Well, let's get some slabs. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. Just to help the wardens get pushed up a little bit. Fire tick is on. Signs don't burn. What else do I need? What else do I need? I think that's it. Yeah. All right, let's go. How do I do this now? Man, I don't even remember. Like, I know this is where the wardens are supposed to come in and fall. Did I not? Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I don't remember how this works. I never dug this hole out. So we're not even in a position where we can deliver more wardens right now. Would it not be simpler to use the amethyst chain system to put a note block behind the destination portal? Problem is that's not loaded. It's a load distance thing. That's a good idea, Moby. It's a good idea. If I could keep it all loaded, I don't think I can though. I think where they come in and where they go out is beyond load distance. I could add temporary chunk loader or something like that. You could loop calibrated skulk sensors and use bait mob. Only the mob and loop need to be loaded. I mean, it would be nice to get them to sprint down the tunnel instead of being pushed super slow from lava. You're kind of right. Let's go. Yeah, for some reason, I didn't even think of that. Like, I had a little bit of the calibrated skulk sensor line in there, but only for like the first 10%. Let's see what the chunk load distance is on them. But note to self, I've got to come back and break this. What is that for? I mean, obviously that's a randomizer. Is that to get the wardens to come out of the portal, I think? Oh. I think that gets them to come out and fall down the hole. Okay, got it. That's a very slow update to do that, though. Why would I use such a slow update? Anyway. Okay, so... let's go scout it out. If we like the idea, then we'll come back and get the necessary calibrated skulky bits and stuff. Oh wait, how do I even get there now? It's been so long, and like this is like pre-tunnel and stuff like that. We've got this. We can get out to the nether quickly here. Oh yeah, we've got our soulways. It was over here, I think. Nope. Oh, I got stupid nether fog on. That's super stupid. There it is. Okay. This goes down to like my chunk loaders. How's my wings? My wings are good. Right. Okay, yeah, that's the... ooh. This goes down to the chunk loaders. Where was... oof. You just need 4 amethyst repeating calibrated going in a square or blocks. You can keep the vibration from, say, a wolf. Risk, yeah, I know how to store a vibration. It's the question of, can I get the vibration to go from one end of the warden line all the way down to the other end of the line? I think it's longer than but maybe I'm not understanding. You don't need to. How would I get the wardens all the way down at the other end to hear the vibration if I can't send the vibration down there? You can just take the wolf. First of all, getting a wolf down here would be a massive project. Make the 4 in a square, repeating it, then you leave it there, then the wolf stands somewhere else. Oh, then it'll chase the wolf because it goes toward the source of the vibration, sure, but then where do you put the wolf? Right? Somewhere that, like, both ends of the tunnel have to be loaded. No. How are they? Their goal ignores unloaded middle ground? How are they going to get through the unloaded chunks? Risk. How do the wardens get through unloaded chunks? You can run with them. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, that's what I'm trying to avoid. But yes, I could run with. I mean, if I'm having to run the wardens, that's kind of, we're back to what we just have now. I might as well just run them, because staying away from wardens isn't that hard. Where is the actual warden track where they come up? I don't remember where it is, but I know it came through here. It's also confusing. Sorry. Where was the... I'm so lost. Where was the scaffolding? Okay, let me go back up there maybe. How did they get through the unloaded chunks in the lava stream? I mean, good point, right? But... like, I am leaning toward doing a... I think you're right in that I could do a vibration-based solution instead. In the end, I'm going to have to go down there to load the chunks for them to get through anyway, so you're right. If I'm... I think if I stand, like, in the middle of the tunnel, it'll keep both ends loaded, but I really want to just find that tunnel. And... is that it? This was the tunnel that I pulled him down. I thought. Man. Right? Yeah, that's the thing. This was the original, and then I would run down there, and I thought it was... oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, it's right here. I'm an idiot, as usual. Okay, down here, down here. All right, so let's see what kind of distance we're talking about here. Can you repurpose the mob switch loader wardens? I don't think so. No, they're not in the right place. All right, so... we're looking at mostly a Z coordinate. This is right around Z3. This is Z300 right here. So just for rough calculations, let's see what we're looking at. Okay, maybe. 300 to... oh, we can do this, right? Because we're only at 116 here, so we only went, what, 180? 180 blocks, right? Divide that by chunkification. We only went like 12 chunks, so we can keep this whole thing loaded. Okay. That's much closer than I thought. Oh, hey, Mr. Endergist, thank you very much. And then, yeah, we just have this here. Let's see. So... do I just trap... it would be better to have another entity's vibration so that they're not angry at me. So if I grabbed another entity's vibration at the destination, had that in a permanent loop, and then I stood in the middle, like, you know, around here or so, just like a little side tunnel, that mob would be active, sending its signal down the vibration line, and everyone would be... I mean, just any name-tagged mob, right? Welcome, Raiders! Hoodoo Raid! Draconic Cat, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Then all the rodents will just be like, dung, 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 and they'll just run down the line. So, okay. Okay. Do I have... I think I have a Skulky Bits. Yeah. But this isn't enough, though, right? Because I need... I forget how this works. I need calibrated, so we're gonna have to go make more calibrateds, and then we need what is it, the amethyst clusters? Let's go see how I did it over here. I forget. Yeah, so I need... oh, I just used regular skulk? I didn't even use calibrated? How embarrassing. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. cheaper, I suppose. All right, and then what are these? These are... I forget what block that is. Amethyst block, okay. So if I do those, I mean, that's every 8 blocks. Vibration loop where the wardens are at, and then move the mob. I mean, they're gonna chase the mob, not the vibration, right? So wouldn't we want the mob to be at the destination? But maybe I'm misunderstanding something, Jake? I don't know. But where the mob is important because it's the mob they're gonna chase, not the vibration. Oh, the loop at the source of the wardens? Oh, I see. So we don't even need the whole chain to send the line down, you're saying. Just have the vibration looped here. Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit of concerns with, like... That is clever, though. Lanric, thank you! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Lanric. I appreciate that. Thank you for the piece of pie. I just get concerned about the loop losing the vibration or something, though. Like, the sound going away and then having a huge headache of having to get the sound back down here again and then having to relocate the mob again. Like, I feel like it's safer just to do the chain. I don't have a lot of experience with trying to maintain a vibration through server shutdowns and stuff like that. So vibrations don't live. Yeah, so if a vibration isn't going to live, yeah, let's just do a chain. And again, it's not that far, so... All right, we just need a bunch of calibrated skull sensors. We'll go calibrated just for the extra length and then amethyst blocks. So let's go grab a bunch of those. You can bucket a sulfur cube and bring it down to produce the noise. But I think once you bucket the cube and then replace it, it's not the same entity, so the vibrations won't link up correctly. I could be wrong, but... Okay, this is good. This is way better than my stupid lava idea. Appreciate you guys. Let's put some of that lava back, in fact, because we don't need it. Oh, I still got my thing here. I don't want to carry that with me. Bloop. Don't need the signs. Let me put those back. Boop, boop, boop. A little bit more music. Dang, you have a lot of shulker shells? I mean, not really. Impulse has got more. But this is cool. This is the thing I like here. This is as I take shulkers out. This is supposed to be my main shulker box thing. As I take them here, it just crafts more automatically and fills this back up. So I kind of have an infinite source. It's really nice. All right. This is... That's the box that we want to save for tunnels. We don't want to carry that with us. All right, so let's go that and put a couple things away. Sulfur cube would be great as you could just place it down. That's a good idea, yeah. But I mean, so would an iron golem, right? Iron cube or an iron golem, I think, is just as easy. Scribble Dragon, thank you so much. How you doing? Would a piston work rather than a mob? It kind of would. Yes, that's a good question, but even if wardens are following sounds of like a piston machine, if they detect a player, that takes priority and they'll switch. Whereas if they're on they detect entities over block sounds and stuff, I think. So if a mob is really invested in an actual physical entity, like a mob, then they'll chase that, I think. And again, it's not hard. Right, I think an iron golem and just his random wandering will be enough to trigger the skull sensors, right? Does anyone see a problem with an iron golem? Mobs are second to players, correct. But if I think if the mob is fully aggro at the mob that's coming down the vibration chain, he's not really going to care about me as a player. Copper Golem. Oh, Copper Golem is a good idea. Yeah. They'll make more noise and they'll wander more. That's a good idea. All right, Copper Golem. But see, now I got to remember how to make a Copper Golem. You guys are killing me. Right, I make the chest, right? And I get the Golem. I always forget. You make this thing, right? No, not that thing. I don't know how to play this game. Copper block and a... Oh, is that it? Okay. I have, like, very little copper. All right. Copper block and a pumpkin, and that's it. Carved pumpkin, copper block. We're good. Okay. Copper needs love. That's a good idea. And I get the chest, too, right? Snow Golem? Yeah, they'll melt, so I can't do that. All right, let's go with Skulky Bits. I'm going to have to run my... Am I out? Come on. Do I not have... I really need a lot more Skulk sensors. Oh, wait, how much do I have in my redstone box? 54 there. Let's snag all those. We'll replace those later. All right, and now to convert these into calibrated just so we can save some, why is there coral in there? You know, because it's a coral chest. Maybe that's the reason. Sizzle Man! Right, and now I go Skadoodle, turn all of those in. Now we got 16 block range. That should be enough right there, honestly. But let's do a few more. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, but now I used all my amethyst because I'm stupid. Oh, wait, I have plenty of amethyst blocks. Wow, I got a lot of amethyst. Put that back, put that back. All right, that should be good right there. And that's good. And we don't need 2 of those. Let's put 1 of those back. I think we're good. Wax for the boys so he doesn't rust. Ah, yeah. Smart. Honey. All right. So we got wax. We got our guy. We got this. And that's it, right? Oh, so we will have to go toward the Copper Golem to... Otherwise, he won't wander. So we'll have to go within 32 blocks of him so that he starts wandering. But then, yeah, we'll loop his signal. Oh, we need some wool. Shear your pumpkins. They're already sheared. Pre-sheared. We probably want to grab some wool just so we can control the flow of the... I think something tells me we're going to need that. What else? I'll take this just for funsies. I think we're good. Is that it? I think that's it. Copper Golem work farther than 32 blocks. They're not going to wander if you're more than 32 blocks. I can't imagine they would do that. Will they? That would surprise me. This game is low-key hilarious. Bots. Loop items between chests and back. All right. So, yeah, we actually want to put the guy back here. He'll keep trying to open the chest, so that's enough. So let's see. Let's build the... I forget how these work. When you want to chain the signal, does it matter? The only thing this direction means for is input for setting the filter, right? Like, I can have the signal go that way, and then I just have this go like 16 blocks away or something, I think. That's how this works. So we should be smart and have an automatic 16 block counter for us and just use these chunk boundaries. So let's do that. I'll put the amethyst at the beginning of each one of these and that. Now I just go to the next chunk. Ish. I think that'll work. Okay, it's setting the signal down there. No, it's not. What did I do wrong? What's up, Elegant? How you doing? Did I do that too far? Oh, wait. Oh. How come sometimes the vibration is pinging down there and sometimes it's not? What am I doing wrong, or what am I not? Is the calibration direction correct? Is the receiver on a cooldown? I mean, these things are super fast. These things are like 1 second. That one worked. That one worked. Okay. I think we're fine. We're looking at the 2D checks. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I was looking right and it was happening and I was just... Anyway. Okay, so now all we need is... We do want to have this guy be a little bit back here. Because if he stands right here, then he's within blasty range of the warden. The warden will stop before going through the portal. So we need to be at least 16 blocks past the portal. So let's say the warden, or the copper golem's going to be like back here. Right? So this is just... not that. Let's get him locked off first, though. How about we do... If I do that, he'd probably... Psst. Psst. If I do... No, I need that. I'm trying to think of a simple way... Slash progress. I know. Everyone with the slash progress. We'll just do some blocks. It's fine. We'll do that and that. And that's enough for me to break that block. I need your help, homie buddy. Oh. Right. And now this guy goes... A door? A door would be good. Can they open doors? Redstone. Oh, okay. They open doors. Okay. Well, for whatever reason, we're just going to do this. Doink. And then we're going to wax this guy's face. Meet me in the hub. All right, we're going to go help Skiz. But this is a project I'm totally into now. This is going to be good. Right, so let's just double check. If I just stand here now and do nothing... There we go. Boom. He immediately opened the chest and sent the signal down. He should do it again in a second. Yep. Perfect. The question is, let's just make sure I'm not crazy. If I stand over here, we should not see that come down the line because I'm... Oh, he's still opening. And maybe I'm not 32 blocks away. Let me turn that off. I don't even know if the particles would render this far. Wow, he's still moving. Do copper golems wander well past... Copper golems don't care. Did they wander at, like, infinite distance? Go, I'm lost. Surely he's gonna stop now. Okay. That's just client side right there. That head spinning thing is totally client side. So, all right, he's not doing anything now. Just require loading so you can, yeah, okay. but I'm clearly still in load range. And they're not moving. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to this. Oh, wrong way. I'm excited to do this now, though. This is going to be great. Well, let's go help Skizzies. I mean, let's hang out with Skiz anyways. We haven't hung out with Skiz in forever, so. No idea where this is going to take me. This might be a mistake. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Excuse me, Mr. Warden. Don't dark me! Alright, let me put this down here. I have a lot of little project boxes happening now. There we go. Project box. And doink doink. Go to doink doink doink. Doink doink doink. And let me just make sure I got redstone biddies. Okay. So in case we need to help Skiz out and he doesn't have something. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go help him. Are we still on Redstone Tech 1? Yeah, we are. Copper golems do not suspend their behavior when more than 32 blocks away from them. But they've got to have some... I mean, clearly that guy stopped moving there. So there's got to be something.
Hi!
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you?
I am good.
Okay.
I was doing science with copper golems, man. Did you know that copper golems apparently keep doing their thing even when you're far away from them?
No.
It's interesting. Like, most mobs will stop wandering once you get 32 blocks away from them. But apparently, like, copper golems will... I don't know. I need to do science more anyways.
Does that mean that they're loading the chunk?
Yeah, so what I'm doing, you know my Dunga Dunga tunnel in the nether? Yeah. you know what I'm talking about. My Dunga Dunga tunnel, I'm making it so that now there's just going to be a copper golem at the end that like sends vibrations down the line, and then as I just push mobs into the nether, they're just going to be like, I'm just going to sprint down this tunnel by myself. And
dude, what?
Yeah. So they're just going to go. I know.
This whole time. All right, come here.
All right, what do we got?
All right, so here's what I got. Here, follow me.
Okay. Voice group.
So far away, dude. Okay.
Phew. You sure this isn't too close to the hub? It might be messing up with people. Okay. I don't know. Like,
I was close. I was close, guys. I said you were gonna say, could you make this a little bit further?
All right, go into a chat thing, so in case we get out of range, open streaming.
Okay. Nugans, what's up? Okay,
all right, much better.
Now, before I open this door and show you what's on the other side. Before I open this door, why is it two different colors?
Oh, auto outtake is on. I gotta figure out what that is. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Before I do it, I am aware that you're going to see some redstone that's going to make you queasy. You're going to want to throw up. You're going to want to change everything, but just go with me on this.
I'm going with you. Stop.
I am experiencing an issue that my brain is all, I'm out. I cannot make sense of this. So come on in, quick down here, because it's a little bit vulnerable up there.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah. The fact that you're doing a redstone-based game, dude, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I mean, I don't know why you're running redstone up this way, though. Why did you even put a repeater there? God! Sorry.
I know. All right, come on up here. So
I'm trying. I'm failing. Okay. Look at you, color code boy.
Yeah, it's coming along. This thing is literally about 98% done, and the issue I'm having is the silliest thing in the world, dude.
Okay.
Come up. Okay. Hold on. I need ladders or scaffolding or something. All right, so we're gonna go. We got to get up on that top green platform here. So we're gonna go
top green.
Yeah. Can you get up in here? That's top.
You said top.
That's tango. I did. All right, come over here.
Okay.
So here's where I'm at. So the way that what we have back here, this entire green segment is just for the light indicator. Okay, the visual indicator.
Okay, and now just so I understand, right? It's a game where you start, and as you hit the targets, the lights fill up, and as you don't hit the targets, the lights diminish.
That's correct. When
Okay.
when basically, so over there, that pulse extender over there on the blue is, or actually, where is it? It's still on the green down there. That is the heart of the system. And as long as there's blood in the heart, then the system is active. So hoppers are locked and, you know, all that stuff. But if you miss too many times in a row or whatever, then the pulse extender runs out and the heart drains the system and resets it. And that's, you know, whatever.
Okay.
So that is I'm going to use that same heart to do over here what I need for the light. So what this means is every time you hit it, one more cart is going to pop from one dropper into the next over here. And the way this works is one cart. One cart.
Oh, I see. You got dropper. Okay. As the item.
Yeah.
Non-stackable.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so if you look at these repeaters over here,
Yep.
one cart in there puts a power of 1 in front of this repeater, two carts in there.
Every cart
here,
is
and
matched
so
up to one of these repeaters, it looks like, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Now, so what is the issue that I'm having? Well, just to simulate this,
What is this?
what
do
I
right
want
here?
to do is this is the wire I'm going to wire up to the heart. Okay.
So that it detracts, it looks like. Yeah.
This is what, correct. This
Okay.
this is going to be, I'm sorry, this is going to be the wire I hook up to the targets, meaning every time it hits, it sends a single pulse and spits a cart in there. The heart will be hooked up to this over here, boop, right there. Okay. And what that means, this is going to be the default state. So the heart is going to disable that so that it's not spitting them back into the dropper. This completely works in my lab. But let me show you something. For some reason, come over here. So look at this. See this repeater right here I'm standing on?
Yep.
I am going to simulate like a target has been hit by doing this. And watch what happens. On, off. Okay. And I'm like, what? But here's the deal. I pick this back up. Okay. Everything's back to normal. The carts are where they just were before I did that. Let's try it again, Tango. And now it works. My brain, even if I know that I could figure this out by just like working around it.
You're bud powering your droppers here.
Block update. Is that what that means?
Yeah. I think. Do it again.
Okay, so this time it'll probably work. It works now.
Yeah. Okay. Here's
See
what
what I mean?
you want to
It
do.
works.
You don't want to mess with droppers that are vertically stacked. It's just always a recipe for badness. Take these guys
Really?
and stack them horizontally facing each other, and all your problems go away.
What? Why? I need
Because the
why?
way, again, I'm not an expert on bud stuff, but if you have a dropper or dispenser, right? Regardless of how it's facing, if you power it, you must have blocks around here somewhere. Blocks.
Bubble band. I got here some.
All right.
There's
If you
some-
power,
okay.
like a dispenser anywhere from like the top, and again, people in chat who know more than me, please don't, get angry at me because I'm going to say wrong things. But it basically, anytime you power these blocks from above, they kind of bud themselves and they stay powered on. And then you have to update the block next to it for it to like unpower and stuff. It's
Okay.
garbage. It's a bug that people
Okay.
are like, yay, it's great. And no, it's a bug. It's stupid and it needs to
It
go
is
away.
I was going to say. I was going to say that sounds like a bug.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, don't ever mess
Yeah.
with redstone above and adjacent to droppers, dispensers, or any blocks that are pistons or any of those blocks that can bud, because you're just asking for
Okay.
pains. Unless you want to use it intentionally, right?
No, yeah, unless you want to use
But
it
you
as a
definitely don't
feature.
want that. So put
Right.
these two guys side to side, and then always never power a dispenser. Like, I'm glad to see that you have a buffer block in front of your power source. Like, you don't ever
Yes.
want to power the droppers or dispensers directly. Always power a block adjacent to them to make sure you only get the one you want. You're not soft powering the one on the other side and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I learned that like the hard way. Like
right,
I was,
so
doing it directly.
put the other one there.
Okay, so we're gonna do Snoogans.
Nope,
Oops, my
facing
bad.
into
Hold
it. Yeah.
on. Yep. Up, and up. And we're gonna
Then put a
let's
block,
this,
another
let's
block
just
there.
draw
No.
that down.
See, put a block there instead.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then let me do pop. Okay, so now, but real quick, let me reset the
All right, so
system again.
now
Yes, because-
so
Okay.
now they're all. Oh, did I?
Ready?
Hold on. They all came out. You got to reset the system.
Oh,
I grabbed some of them. When we broke them, all the dispensers fell and stuff
I
like that.
they're all in the Snoogans. All right, hold on. Let me put them.
So you probably have to do your reset thing again, right?
Oh yeah, why didn't I just do that to begin with? Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
now
they're all
let me see how many
over
I got. Hold on, I might
here.
have there we go. Perfect.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Is the comparator reading the right one now, though, or did we change things there? Like,
It is because
Okay.
this one here is what should spit one in. So here we go. Ready, snoogs, and it works. I swear to God. So now the question is, why I did it vertically on my lab? Why do you think it worked on my lab but not on the server?
I'd have to see how you were powering it or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting. That's so interesting. Okay, so now when I take this away, that'll stay.
Yep.
And then there's one more, and okay, well, that you did it. You fixed my problem.
It's
What are you
it's
charging now?
quasi connectivity and butt updating. It's inconsistent, and I personally hate it. There's very few times I use it intentionally. Yeah, and it causes beginners at Redstone to just hate life. So yeah,
Exactly. Because I was working, I'm like, okay, and I'm troubleshooting. I was like, maybe like the observer, something's happened. So I remove all the observers and I do this, and I'm like, here's what really floored me is I went into my lab and tried to replicate the issue. I can't replicate the issue in my lab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's a bug. That makes me feel a lot better.
Well, you know, at this point, they're not going to say it's a bug now. It's a feature because, you know, if they took it out of the game now,
it's been around forever.
Yeah, exactly. The world would scream if they took it out now. This is cool, man.
All right. Thanks, dude.
This is super cool, and I like what you're doing here with, you know, counting the, what do you call it? Counting the droppers and stuff. That's great.
Yeah, we go
is all good.
Snoogans. See, that's 3, and then Snoogans. There's number 4, and then Snoogans 5, and then at the end I'm gonna have some fireworks and stuff, but I still have to make those. I don't even know how to make fireworks.
I'm aware of tropical fish.
But it is working. That the red coder over there is a. Oh, let me drain the system real quick. Oh, that's why I had that up. Duh. Okay. Is it going back in? There we go. So yeah. So now I just need to wire up.
So now
this
what's going to hook up to this?
So
the thing that
is gonna be hooked up-
decrements your score, essentially, right? Like that's hooked up to
every time you hit a target, the charge coming off the target blocks I'll feed one over here to basically it's just a target hit, right?
Oh, because you want droppers in this one here. Or
Correct.
you want mine carts in here means you're doing good. Mine carts here means you're doing bad. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
So why?
Yeah,
what does this
one
clock do? Obviously, it just
So what
pushes
this
them all.
clock
Is
is
that
gonna
just
do-
your reset?
This is so what I'll do is once the heart it has blood in it, it's going to come and disable this, and it's going to so it'll stop telling this one to spit hearts back into this dropper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so what'll happen is once the heart is pumping, then boom.
What is the heart?
Happen.
That's just the pulse extender of have you hit a target recently?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's literally exactly what it is. And I'm still kind of honing in regards to how long I want it to be.
So this feels like a
little
game reset, not a like this shouldn't be running while the game is running, right? Or
well, it is
because the second you turn that on,
no,
it's just gonna instantly blast all of them back over to the. It's gonna clear your score out like super fast.
Well, that's just it. The second you hit a target, then you'll have blood in the heart, and the heart will say, "Stop,
Oh,
stop."
so
trying to
is
spit
it?
those
Sorry,
back
maybe
in."
I just don't understand the game. Is it the second that what you're calling the heart? The second that runs out, is the game over?
Yeah, the second the heart runs out, then it's gonna spit. Then those lights are gonna go pew and drop down, and all of the here you want to see some real reckless redstone.
So this is what
here,
happens
dude.
when the game's over, basically.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. So come over here, dude. This is
I'm sure you're getting lots of comments about wool in the nether, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Yesterday, where you were
Yeah.
standing?
No.
Bro. I stepped away from my computer to address some things, and if you look behind you, a gas thread the needle shot me and burned down a lot of this redstone I'd already built.
You should really cover that up.
I'm going.
Like I like that you got all the glass here. That's cool. But yeah, you should cover up that before you do anything else.
I'm going
to.
Well, you know, it gives a little spice to life.
Yeah, a little
dude.
spice. Yeah, losing hours of work. That's spice. Yeah, cool.
All right, so look, you want to see some recklessness? Dude?
I want to see
You're
some
in for a
recklessness.
treat.
Yeah, show me what you
So
got.
we're gonna pretend like we're starting the system. So I'm gonna nuke that. And so now I believe you. If I did that right, you should see a shulker box.
I think I saw this, and it did make my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you gotta use that verbiage? Watch this, dude.
Is this the one where you're just letting the shulker boxes just sit there, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll get to that eventually." Yeah.
Watch. Snoogs, and then over here, snoogs.
Yeah.
And then snoogs. And let it build up for a minute.
Yeah.
It's plugged, dude. It's plugged, dude. Snoogs. Yeah, I know, dude. Aren't you expecting them to come out and do
I
fun?
would at least put them into a barrel or something.
Watch. Game's over, dude. Watch. Here it goes. Woo! Yeah, baby.
So as long as the game doesn't last 5 minutes, we're good.
Actually, that's another.
How do they win? How do they win the game?
As soon as you hit all 8, then you did, and you'll know that you won because there'll be fireworks and stuff like that. So as soon as you get all 8, when you miss it, like if I hit this button,
so the game is going to be over, win or lose within 30 seconds. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, but it'll also be like you can keep on playing. So here's kind of what I like is that the only way to make it so that there's not a target sticking up is to beat the game. So if somebody shows up and there's a target up, that means that somebody said, "Oh, forget it," and they just left. And that's fine because you can just start with the first target that's up.
Okay.
So if I do that, right, and let's hit this one, and let's say for some reason I just couldn't hit this next one over there, and I wait, I'm like, oh, I'm the worst, I can't hit it, and then you go long enough to where it fails, then it's going to go ahead and reset. And now,
where do you play the game from?
Beginning. Well, that's another thing. So probably from about, I think here.
You should stay there as long as you can. Yeah, that's a safe spot to be. All right, so
I'm on the fence. There might be 2 modes. One from there, and you might be.
These are the ones that are popping up. These are the target blocks you're shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have to decorate the front.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, they just get visible, and I tell you, everything came down to this red coder, dude.
The only thing I'm going to give you as advice when you're building a game like this, build the presentation first, and then build the redstone. Like, you should have built out, here's where the player is going to stand, here's the button they're going to press, and here's the wall and what I want, just so you're not limited to like decorations and stuff. Your redstone is, you work around the presentation. Don't build your presentation around your redstone.
The logic is completely sound in what you're saying. The problem is, since I'm so new with redstone, I don't know.
You need the freedom to be able to. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I've learned enough now to where like I'm excited for whatever next project I take on because I'm getting a much better idea of what things entail.
This is awesome.
This light indicator is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I know there's got to be a better way to do it, but like when I look at what I did back there, I'm like, I know there's a better way, but this sucked. That was really brutal, It's
right.
so much. Yeah. But there you go.
Yeah,
you fixed my problem.
I've definitely got ideas for how to improve that whole green line, but either way, it's cool. What was I going to say? Oh, by the way, you should mention that you're doing this here. I know it like makes my screen crawl, but you're doing it for a reason. It's not an accident that you don't know how to fix, right? Explain that.
Let me think. So I'm doing it. Wait, which part do you mean?
Why are you leaving the shulker boxes sitting there instead of just letting them cycle back in?
Okay. Fair. Oh, you mean floating on top until the system's over?
I thought I heard you say it on stream, and it at least justified what you're doing.
Well, honestly, because that's going to be a understanding limitation thing, because I know I need to lock the systems. I need to lock the system from sending them back into the system because I don't want there to be the same one twice. Right. So there's obviously a better way to do it.
And there is, but at least this is your solution, and it's totally fine, honestly, right? Like you're just leaving it locked so that you don't pick up the same shulker, so that you don't, because each one of these maps to a target block, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's fine.
What's bizarre is, and this is going to sound, I shouldn't say this out loud, but because I don't understand this, but so far it's got a 100% success rate.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they haven't popped out of that thing.
I mean, yeah, I would probably do that with some glass or something just to make sure, but.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But
that's actually
totally
a really
fine.
good idea. I got glass. Yeah, I think that should be fine. If you do glass, it's not going to break it like from a redstone standpoint.
Yeah, at least just a rare case that it can't like pop up on this outer ledge or something like that.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if the glass would almost. Anyway,
give the man 2 hopper minecarts. Yeah, I think we broke your system back here. Are we? Come back here.
Where's my rockets going?
Okay, so no, there's 8 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah,
8
and
lights.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
So is this is basically running all the time while the game's not being played?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He does not like that.
It's not a big deal. It's
the guy who loaded up 700 wardens.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my 700 wardens are necessary, but your one observer clock is going to break the server. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. That's the biggest pot kettle situation ever there. So no, it's not about a lag thing. It's more of just like kind of a redstone cleanliness thing. Like you could have it when the game's over. You could just put this on a pulse extender for a few seconds, which would be more than enough time for it to kick all the items back over, and then it would just fade out and be done. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Except for the fact that I need it to be malleable enough to where you can. I see what you're saying. A pulse extender that is long enough to empty exactly 8 items out. I hear what you're saying.
Or just you always empty. Don't you always just empty all the items?
Yes. You could since you empty all the items, you could take a comparator off of this and say, yeah, I hear you. You think you're so smart?
No, I don't. I don't even know how bud powering works. So.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish wiring this up.
This is awesome. This is awesome. When do I get to play?
Honestly, dude, I think I'm gonna be done with this soon. Do you know? Is anybody selling like fireworks, dude?
I mean, oh, you mean like fancy ones?
Like, yeah.
I would say Toxic Cub. I mean, I know that's his last season thing, but he's probably got tons.
Yeah, because I don't even know how to make them. I've done them before, and I forgot like how I did it. By the way, I've learned a new obsession.
What's that?
When I do this, I have to remove every single block that is not necessary.
We better get busy then.
I'm working on it.
No, I think it's good to have a lot of the green stuff here, just so you have a nice little work platform, right?
Oh, that's fair.
I think it's good.
Yeah. You better get busy.
Because it's all useless.
Dude, I was going to say, why are you going to tear your whole system down, bro?
Yeah.
You're going to tear down your house, too? That's weird.
That's a choice. Yeah. Are you going to be placing, like, blocks kind of out in front of this on both sides, so you kind of see it like that?
Yeah, but it's going to be shelves.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And what's funny is at first I was like, oh, the shelves are changing every time a power runs through it. But then all of a sudden I was like, actually, that's kind of cool.
Does it look cool?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Even my chat is like, wool in the nether? Wool in the nether? Fire tickets on?
Why is everybody...
I mean, you're kind of like, if something happened, all your redstone's just going to go away.
I know, it's not a good idea.
Probably not.
Why did I do this? Oh, not to mention this place is not entirely spawn proof.
Oh,
I got lots to fix. I know. I'm good at stuff.
I'm good at stuff. I mean, at least it's the Soul Sand Valley, so you're just only going to get skeletons here
with flame arrow.
Oh yeah, I don't think theirs works. I don't know.
Unless they light me on fire. I don't know stuff.
This is cool though, Skiz. I'm super excited, and I honestly think you got some good solutions to things here and stuff, like the minecart thing with the counter. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's been fun. So I'm gonna finish this.
You're gonna have like a little music that's playing. You gotta have a little ditty playing during the game, right?
I should.
Yeah.
And what's more is I would like to have. I'm thinking about adding more sounds for every time like you hit a target. It's like it builds up.
You can do both.
Bum bum.
And just get some of that like old timey like carnival like, right? But then every time you hit a target, something like audio is gonna take this from like, oh, cool game, Skiz, to that was fun,
Yeah.
Audio is so important.
Speaking of fun games, let's see how talented you are. Come here.
Oh, this crossbow one? I'm not going to be able to do this. I saw this played, and I was like, oh, that looks hard. But yeah, I'll give it a try.
Board helmet. Ren did it on his second try, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do it in front of everybody.
I don't know how it works.
So come over here. Just make sure you have 6 spots in your hotbar, and just boom. He's good. Cub literally went through and preloaded all of these.
All right, so it just gave me 6.
And did you put your meat on there?
Yes, I did. I did. How do I get it back? I didn't use an open hand.
You got to use your open hand to pull your meat out. Jeez.
Okay.
It keeps getting worse.
But now I've got only 4, and everything is dumb.
You blew it. You need 2 of them.
Clear hotbar. Oh,
yeah.
Can I put loaded ones back?
Just use them.
But I
because over here,
really,
you put
but
unloaded ones over here.
but Cup spends so much time loading these all.
I know. All right, how many do you have? Do you have 6?
I have 4.
Oddly enough, this
Oh,
is
just
not the
swap.
challenging
Okay,
part of this
right.
game.
Never mind. Okay, I know how this stuff
Okay.
works. Okay, so don't just hit the button. How does it work? I gotta hit all 6
okay, so
before the time runs
you
out,
gotta-
or
it's got to be quick. Okay, you got 3 seconds to hit all 6. Now, here's a little trick of the trade. Make sure you take your time to line up for that first one and the second one because there's tiny pulse extenders in the back. So the better the shot, the more time you get.
oh, the accuracy
So you gotta go
determines
boom,
how much
boom,
time
boom,
is
boom.
okay. All right, and I
your
assume it's
first
just
try,
like
you'll be
mouse wheel to cycle between them is the best
If-
way.
If you get it on your first try,
Boom.
you
boom,
will be
boom.
Sir Tango for the rest of the season. You know, you get it in your first 5 tries. You're Sir
Well, I'm
Tango
definitely
for the
gonna get
rest
it
of
in
the
my first
season.
5 tries.
Okay, you'll be Sir Tango for the rest of the season.
What's the best way? There's like a clockwise thing, I'm guessing, or
Yeah,
let's see.
I would think so.
It doesn't matter, right?
My instincts always started with the bottom left. I don't know if that's the best thing to do or what.
I'm thinking
First 5
pressing the
tries.
hotkeys is better than.
Oh,
Yeah,
hotkeys
I
are
think
the way to
hotkeys
go.
is better than mouse wheel, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
I haven't shot a crossbow in 3 seasons. I don't like. It's instant, right?
Stop pointing that thing at me. It's instant. What do you mean? It's instant. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and it just starts when I shoot the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
Ready.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna butcher this. All right, here we go. Ready, set. I'm nervous.
Oh, that wasn't bad, dude.
Okay.
That was.
Wait,
that
why
was,
do I
that
have-
was close?
Oh.
But no
Okay.
Siggy.
So I put.
Now click up here. Put them back in the thing. Hey, did you just pick up 3 empty ones? What's going on over there?
I don't know what's
Okay,
happening.
he's all sorts of whacked out over here.
Now I got 3 and 3. Why are those there? Shouldn't those be getting sucked up?
They should. I think his system's jammed up.
What?
I think it's jammed up, dude. So throw them on top of the hopper, maybe.
Hopper's full?
See what
Oh, the
happens.
hoppers are full. Yeah.
Is it full? Yeah,
Yeah.
hopper's full. So just
I mean,
Just-
there's diamonds
just
here.
don't.
That's what you get for playing the game, right?
that's what. No. All right, that's
he ne-
one, dude.
Well, he needs back storage because I got empty crossbows that.
Yeah, you do. Let's do something. But let's see. Let's. Do you have a shulker on you or something? I don't want to tear into his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put a shulker out here next to it. He'll understand. All right, good.
Okay.
That's attempt number 1, dude.
All
Will
right.
Tango
I want this.
united today.
I want this now. We're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
Why does it put it at the end of my hotbar? That's kind of annoying.
I know. I hate it.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh baby. Oh baby.
I wasn't very good that time. I don't think, was I? I got to be quicker
You did
for sure.
great. That was a stellar start, dude.
I missed. All right. No, that was
so
garbage.
close!
No, that was garbage. We're doing it again.
No, you missed 1, dude.
I missed. That was garbage. We're gonna run out of crossbows. Oh, he's out of crossbows.
We can load them ourselves. then.
You're
That's what I had to
self-loadificating.
do. Did you have arrows? Yeah, I load some too.
I don't have arrows.
I do.
Okay.
I got them. Here, I load some, and I'll load these and hand them to you.
Toss me some.
Hup.
Toss me some arrows, and I'll help.
Okay. Where's my arrows? Here is that. There you go. Dude, my inventory, I tell you what. Hup.
Man. Nope.
Hup. Okay, so I gave you 4. Make sure you got 6. I love the animation for loading crossbows.
It is
Why
good,
are you
yeah.
holding 700 of them?
Shut up. I wanna put them back in his skadoodle thing here or something.
Oh man.
All right.
Tango and I are gonna go camping, everybody.
I thought you forgot about that. I woke up this morning and I was like, I sent you that Discord and I saw the backlog and I was like, oh, I bet you forgot already.
No.
Good. I'm excited.
Jeez. All right, here we go.
All right, ready?
Try attempt number 3.
No, it wasn't close.
Closer and closer.
All right, that was my best one, but it was still hot garbage. My accuracy is poop sauce. All right.
I don't think you know what hot garbage is.
Well,
Dude,
I mean,
you were literally like a 1/10 of a second away from getting that.
really?
Maybe a quarter
All
second.
right, I'm on. I'm locked in here. Let's do this.
Yeah, you are. Oh, yeah, let's get you loaded up. Let me get some more here.
I got 6. You just start loading the other ones.
I don't think we're gonna need them.
Oh, is this already loaded? What the heck?
Dude,
I'm a professional at this game.
Don't go shooting with Tango.
Yeah, seriously. Just pew, pew, pew. See?
Stop. What is happening?
I didn't think these were loaded.
Here we go.
They look different. I was checking. Do they? My powers of observation are amazing. Yeah.
Attempt number 4.
All right.
Oh, so close! You're getting so close, dude. And here's the thing. You ready for me to mess with your head?
Yeah, what?
Great. Here goes. I could say the right thing to help him win, but I'm going to say what's going to just jack it up for him.
Please do that.
You are, Tango, you are so close to this. And all you need, and you're like, well, no kidding, but you need to be very deliberate about more haste.
Yeah.
Deliberate about more haste.
Yep. All right, do I gotta wait for these arrows to go away, or?
No. Otherwise, they'd
I don't think so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's number 5.
All right. This might be a 7-hour stream. We're just letting everybody know right now, but we're not leaving until this is a success. Have you beaten it, right?
It took me like 40 attempts, dude. This is
all right.
Tango number 5. I can't believe how close you are.
I'm looking at the last one, and the first one's already out. What are you talking about?
I know, but it's like so close. You're so close. All right, I gave you 3 more there. This game is fun, dude.
All right, 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last.
This is the last one of being Sir.
Oh, that was Quattro. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
I don't like that. I honestly watched this played and I was like, oh, that's going to be easy. And now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that easy. Yeah. I'm slow. Yeah. Do you have num keys on your mouse? Do I have number keys on my mouse? No, my mouse does not have keys. What?
Yeah, I've seen those before.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds terrifying.
There's literally a keypad on where the thumb goes.
What? All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
My hands this way. I got mom spaghetti here. Doing pregame drills here. All right, ready? Garbage. Hot garbage.
It goes unknighted.
Unknighted. All right, well, now we're still getting it.
You know what's crazy, dude, is that for me, the hardest part was my brain doing right-click, number pad, right-click, next number pad. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
The number,
I don't even feel like my aim has been garbage. That's the problem. Like, the speed was okay there, but my aim is just like, bah.
I don't know. I think aim's been good. Make sure you get that first one.
Like, what's more important, hitting a bullseye or just getting a shot in?
Well, a bullseye for the first one or for the first 2 of them. You know what I mean? Because they're mini pulse extenders back there. So you get a bullseye, you give yourself that much
on
more
all
time
of
for
them,
those.
Though, right? Or just
yeah, but the first 2 are going to be the first 2 to run out, right?
Okay.
You know, because each one is its own pulse extender.
Ah, garbage. Oh, that was close.
That was so close.
That was close.
If you didn't say garbage.
Because I saw that. I saw as the arrow was flying toward the 3rd one. Yeah. All right. Arrows.
Dude,
arrows.
That first shot was bulls. Okay, I gotcha.
You got me?
Hup.
I'm addicted now.
You know what? Wheel up is like, I was trying to do it with a wheel. Oh, that was not working.
No, that's going to be too slow because you got one hand doing both things. Like, you need that alternate.
Yeah.
Which direction did you go?
I started the bottom left and I went clockwise.
Around. Maybe that's better to have the last arrow be an easy shot. I think that might be it. So easy. And then hard, and then back to easy. Let's try that.
Oh my God, so close.
No, I need to be quicker.
Dude,
too slow.
that was, I can't believe how close you are. That was amazingly close.
All right, I can be quicker. I like this try a star pattern now. Less movement between shots. I think you want the less movement the better. Garbage. As I said garbage, I won.
I know.
I basically just went. I just went screw accuracy, and I just pumped out the last 3 shots like boom, 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 boom.
Tango is the guy who every day he wakes up, he's like, "This day's gonna suck." Like,
pretty much, yeah. This is dumb. I don't even think I'll get out of bed today. Oh look, I'm awesome. Yeah. All right, I got a banner. 6-shooter winner. Woo!
That's right.
That's awesome.
Display that proudly.
I will. This is cool, man. All right, and now we got to like hooks. We got to like. I feel bad for this guy, right? Because we like went through all his arrows.
Yeah, I gave him a tip last time I went. You know what's funny, dude? Is last time I played this, I played for so long, I drained the whole system. So not only did I reload every bow, but I left him a big old fat tip in there because it's an awesome game.
Good. It's fun. Man, like. The best part about this is it's such a simple, not in difficulty, but in concept. It's such a simple game, but he tuned the difficulty just right. Just
enough to drive you nuts.
Yeah, like really good on cops to make it such a simple game be that addictive, challenging, where you're like, I think I can do this, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
X was playing it. So Ren, like I said, me, Ren, and X were here. Ren got it. Put your name up on the. Oh, you did.
You think I'm not gonna?
X didn't put his name up there. Come on. X did, he was struggling or whatever. And then I've never actually heard X upset. And he wasn't upset, but he was getting more and more like just frustrated, dude. And I was just,
No, I mean, in retrospect, it's more about speed than it is accuracy. You just gotta like, po, just go.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate and like zero. Yeah, get the first one, but I would say don't zero in your shots. Just let it go and get on to the next one. You can't mess with accuracy.
You know what's crazy is I've done it, but I've only done it once, and I haven't tried it again since then because I know if I try again and I will fail, then I'm going to be stuck here again until.
Of course, yeah. No, you got to go on a winner. Yeah,
boom. It's the cool. Numbers. It's going back and forth between the numbers, which is messing with me.
I love it.
My bad. Oh, good
job, Cub.
I know, dude. Isn't it great, dude?
That's cool. All righty, I got to go hang my banner. You got to finish your game.
Good job, dude. Thanks for your help, man.
Let me put that back there again. All right. Hey, good luck on that. All right. Bye.
Thanks, bro.
Woo!
Bye.
That was fun. So I haven't hung out with Skiz in a long time. It's good. You could invite him to be my copper hot mic. Could invite him to be my copper golem. All right. Normally I would end the stream here, but oh wait, let's go back there. That's where I want to be. Oh wait, no, I left the stuff down here. I'm actually excited about this copper golem thing now, to see if it works. So we're gonna do this. 7-hour stream not confirmed. Oh, can we please hear about the new system? What a troll I am. You guys want to hear? Go. You guys want to hear about corruption, right? Let's just do that. Because I ain't got time to do the system and talk about corruption. Well, how about this? We'll save next stream. We'll save the wither, not the wither. We'll save the warden tunnel for next stream, and we'll really start chunking the wardens through and stuff like that. Okay. Let's talk about the new system. Because it is, I do want to get some building done. Because I got stuff tonight and stuff, yeah. All right, Wither confirmed, yeah. Wither's not confirmed, film guy. Oh, hold on. We gotta do this in my banner location. Boop. And boink. Fits perfect. Okay. Right, corruption. I haven't thought through how to explain this, so bear with me, but corruption is 100% tied to the omen system, and it's the way that the omen system goes up. So we're gonna have it's no coincidence that the outside the mountain we've got skulky tendrils, right? Outside the mountain we got these little tendrils of skulk. That's corruption. This is corruption right here. We're gonna have smaller versions of this inside Decked Out, inside the game. I don't know what scale it'll be and stuff. Probably decent size. So there'll be a handful, more than a handful, probably somewhere in the 12 to 15 amount of corruption locations. A corruption location will, this is gonna be a horrible thing. When I do this, I'll be doing it with like Axiom. Is that dark? That's almost dark. You're very, very close to spawnable. I'll be doing this. I'll be building these with Axiom, so they'll be nice wavy tendrils and stuff. But we're gonna have like little tendril things in Decked Out, right? That kind of like wave around and do their own little thing. Again, this is gonna be absolute hot garbage because I'll have a tool build this for me instead. But I'm gonna want them to be mostly vertical. So yeah, the fact that I'm actually turning this one is a bit much. Now the reason they'll be like twisty, like spirally. Okay. These are corruption nodes, or more importantly, potential corruption nodes. And I'm very specifically leaving a hole in the middle here. I haven't prototyped this at all. This is again, this is stupid. They'll look a lot better, but right, imagine that's a cool looking tendrily thing. Okay, these will obviously just be built as part of the game, but what can happen, because I can't build this as as part of gameplay, but what'll happen is the game will choose some of these to become activated at a certain time, and when they do, please hold. When they do, there's going to be a beacon in the middle. Bloop, 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 bloop. And give me probably something like that. and this will all be like hidden and stuff, right? But somewhere, where's I'm not going to say that. Where is it? Didn't I leave a hole in this thing? Here it is. Okay, right here, yeah. So right here, right, let's give a quick little beacon. Bop, bop, bop. Hang on, we gotta go back up there. Where is it? Was it that one? Good. I want to get the beam to shine through. Give me a second. Okay, it's right over there, down to, I think it was this one? Yep. should beacon. Okay, well, this is not the best place, but, you know, temporary. We'll fix this later. Beam! There we go. All right. Mountain murder. I know, right? All right, so... Oh, wait, this is not what we want. I don't want purple. Hang on. Because this is important to the gameplay. I want... Give me... This is the cool part. All right, we're gonna have to do a little bit of tinting action ourselves. Let's go with that. And... that. All right. Let's experiment also with, because I don't know the actual colors here. Maybe this. What? All right, cool. Did I use the red? I used the red, didn't I? I'm awesome at this game. I wish it wouldn't do that. All right, so we should have white, black, and red now. Okay, good. All right. So, this is horrible. Like, the tendril will look a lot better. The beacon will be below the surface level and stuff, so you're not going to see the beacon and stuff like that. But the idea is these will activate, okay? And when they do, let's start with this. I'm not sure. All right, when they do, this is probably not going to do anything, right? White is white. Yeah, okay. So white does nothing. But I know I want red to be the final color. Let's experiment. But what we're going to do is have the color of the beam transition over time. I think black to red might not be... Does black to red work? Oh, it does. Okay. But that's a big change right off the bat. But anyway, let's go white. Yeah. Let's start at white. But I think if I do this, doesn't it go? It goes 100% red right away. Yeah. So we got to do like a bunch of white, right? And then slowly start adding the reds. I really don't have a lot of experience with this. Yeah, there we go. See how it's kind of like a little bit of pink. So it's taking like an average of the colors. Okay, so when one of these nodes becomes active, the game will choose them randomly. You'll see a beam. It'll look like this, okay? And it basically means that corruption node just became active. And if you ignore it over time, the beam will get more and more red, showing it's like it's intensifying. I can't say the words, right? It'll go from that to that, and then to that, and then to that. It'll be like this is the final stage. Like it's about, you're basically out of time. I think I have like 4 shades of red. Yeah. So you'll get an indicator to know what stage that the corruption is at. I'm not 100% excited about the beams, honestly. They feel kind of fake and they don't fit the game that great, but it's the only way for me to like kind of do this and be able to make it visible from far away. But the idea is that corruption node is activated. If you ignore it and it gets through and matures all the way through its full corruption state, then the corruption node will clear and your omen will increase. This is the primary way in which omen is going to go up. So you have to pay attention not only to your goals in the game, but you have to be scanning for like corruption nodes being activated. And there'll be like an audio indicator too that's just like when a new corruption node becomes activated, to show you, right? And you'll be able to see like what color it's at or something like that too. So you'll be able to come over here. And now built into this somehow, if you come over to it, I haven't figured this out yet, but I think it's going to be just as simple as like somewhere in, somewhere in the node itself, right? There'll just be like a little pressure plate that you just stand on for, I don't know, a few seconds probably. I'm not going to make it be that painful, but just, it's getting there is the important thing. And then that will quickly make them go from like red back to white, and then poof, and then you'll hear a sound like you've cleansed the corruption node and stuff like that. So it'll be a sense of like, which one of these can I afford to get to, versus do I just not have the time and ignore it? You're gonna be weighing the cost of me going to that node versus what my current omen level is and stuff like that. So it goes back to the reaction goal. I want the players to be able to react. I don't want them to just go in, put their head down, follow the path that they're going to go to, get their thing, and leave. Now it's like they're having to take side detours, and the game is kind of pulling them in different directions. And there'll be even other systems that pull them in other directions. We'll get into those later, but that's the main goal of it. Now, you know, obviously I'm going to try to make it where like I'm not going to activate a corruption node in the corner of the swamp when they're in the cemetery, because it's just like I'm not going over there, right? So I know I'll be able to know where in the game they are, like which sub-region they're in and stuff. So I'm not sure. I don't want to just activate corruption nodes right next to them, because then it comes too easy. They got to be like a little far away. So there's going to be some definite balance between, like, I probably won't have a minimum distance, meaning if you're lucky, maybe a corruption node will pop up right next to you and you can quick cleanse it. That's fine. But I will have a maximum distance, meaning I'm not gonna activate a corruption node that's like way far away to the point where like there's no way I'm even gonna consider going over there. But yeah, pretty much everything, and I may put all the corruption nodes in Greywick, to be honest. I'm not sure yet, because if I put them all in Greywick, then it's kind of always fair game, right? You're always just like one zone away. So we might just do that. Would slabs work for the ceiling? Yeah, we could put blocks up there. It's no big deal. And corruptions, exactly. Corruption zones can't activate in zones that you haven't unlocked. So I have to filter those out based on your metadata and stuff like that too, right? If it's the second time I'm playing the game, I can't have corruption zones going in the swamp. But that's solved if I just put them all in Greywick. So maybe we do that. Maybe we just put all the corruption nodes in like the extents of Greywick, because it is it is Greywick that's being corrupted. But I guess the surrounding areas too. I don't know. It's something I have to think about, right? But I'd like to hear your thoughts. I know you guys have just had some initial thoughts and I missed all of them. To be clear, this is not like one of those ideas that I was like, you guys are going to love this. I like it. I'm not like, this is the best thing ever. So there's probably room for improvement. But I think the gameplay it provides, I like. The visualization of it, I'm not happy about. But I do really like that it's detouring the player. And obviously I can control the rate at which corruption nodes activate. I can control the rate at which corruption nodes advance once they are activated. So those two dials there will really allow me to tune in how much of a threat these things are. Is there a neutral area between Greywick and other zones? I don't know what you mean by neutral zone. So, no? Maybe? I don't know. More nodes activation as more areas are activated. Increase omen generation. Sounds interesting. Jake, you're saying put them outside of Greywick? Like, oh, you unlock the cemetery, now some are going to spawn in the cemetery? Yeah. But that means I do have to introduce the system of like that distance check system. So it is a little bit appealing to put them all in Greywick. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the ones outside Greywick advance, they advance at different rates. Will there be audio keys when corruption nodes activate? Absolutely, yeah. So you'll be able to hear a sound that'll make you go like, oh, where? And it'll give you that like, hey, heads up, you know. I think that'll be a global sound, but there is also the opportunity that that's just a localized sound. Meaning, I mean, that could be a very large radius. It could be 100 blocks or something, but I have to play with whether it's global. I think global is better, but we'll see. Why don't you like the beacon beam? Because I think a beacon beam in the middle of the game just looks ugly, if I'm honest. I don't know. Like, if I could, the ideal would be like, the corruption node physically just appears, right? You can't do that. Yeah, I played with smokestacks, but they're not visible enough once it gets really dark in here and stuff like that. So we'll see. Beacon beams are great to get the gameplay across, but that's why I think I want to like hide, because the other thing I can do is this, which is kind of cool. Like I can have the this was kind of I think a key idea. I can have the skulk tendril go up a certain amount of blocks, right? And then later on I can just go like this, right? And just let there be black here, right? And now you get, this is kind of cool, right? Now I can have like almost like a limited black or almost a limited red beam. And then later on, you won't even be able to see that because it's just going to be against the black ceiling. So I could potentially have a way of having the tendrils be really tall, and you just see, if I do it clever, like you just see like bits of the beacon beam in the tendril, and then right at the top of the tendril, I use just glass. Guys, everyone's saying geysers. I don't think geysers are going to render that far away, guys. It's particle effects. Fireworks don't work, no. It's just an event. You need something that's a status. Glass pane. What's the difference between panes and blocks? You're just saying because you see less. Once that's up against black wool, you won't see it. But I think I see what you're saying, right? The black wool or the black panes will be even harder to see. But I think this concept alone really helps my concern with beams. Let me grab some of these and make some panes. Oh, I need a crafting bench. Is it random chances for it to activate or not? What would I be able to do? Which one activates will be random, and then there'll be a threshold of like the game will say, I need at least this many corruption nodes to activate. So there'll be a timer, probably, that there's a lot of dials to turn here. Like the first dial is the rate at which it considers activating nodes. And then there's the duration, the rate at which the node advances once it is activated, if that makes sense. Let's see here. So I can do that. Yeah, I mean, this completely hides it, obviously, which is cool. I'll probably use panes for all of them. Yeah, I mean, you're right. That is better. You do get a little bit of like the color fade there. But maybe that's not bad at all. All right, what other brilliant ideas? High Omen should make corruption nodes more common, creating a downward spiral. Yeah, maybe potentially overpowered. But Higher Omen comes with a lot of other threats too, so you're having to deal with the consequences of High Omen. I don't know if you should also have to deal with the increased rate of Omen generation as Omen gets higher, but maybe. Put a few blocks of spacing between the panes. What does that do? Cyan, not red, so it fits the skulk. Yeah, maybe. Red to me is just a good, like, bad color. Like this is the threat color. But maybe cyan, if it goes from white to cyan, could be. I'll have to experiment with the colors. But red seems like to me like the universal just danger color. Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, these will have localized audio as well, too, that will turn on once the node is activated. There'll be a, spherical volumetric effect of audio around it, just to add to, like, like you can hear the evil as you get close kind of thing. Maybe to find them, there's a small audio bubble around them. It's like screaming or something. Maybe. I mean, the whole point of the beacon is so that you can see them from far away, you know? Like, I might be over here in Greywick and I can still see that beam, you know, especially once it's against a dark background. Do you have any other ideas than just standing on the pressure plate? No, I don't. I'm still very open to what that might be. I'm entertaining the idea of, like, to cleanse a node, maybe there's an item that you need or something, and these items kind of drop frequently throughout, but that almost feels like it might be frustrating to, like, oh, I'm standing next to a node and I can't do anything about it because I don't have the stupid dingus thing to cleanse it. So I'm thinking just going to it is the main, that's the main goal, is to give them a detour from their path and force them to make decisions about what their priorities are and stuff like that. Splash water potions. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever the item is, Yeah, holy water would be good on theme. It's not what the item is. I don't care what the item is. I care whether it's like, do I need an item? Because once you say you need an item, then that makes it so that there's situations, potentially many, where you feel helpless, and you, even though I want to go cleanse that corruption node, I can't. And that's defeating the point of the system here. I want them to be like, oh, should I go? Should I go? You know, it's supposed to just like, well, this sucks, you know? So I'm leaning toward not having an item and having it being just, you just go there. Water could make it cleanse faster. That's interesting. Yeah. So if you get, that's not a bad idea. If there was like holy water, right? You came over and just splashed it. A skulk sensor could detect that. I think calibrated skulk sensor could detect the item being thrown. Boom, instant cleanse. Versus if you don't have it, you have to stand in there for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds or something like that. That's decent. So it's a help. It's not a requirement. I kind of like that. Give water at start. No, I wouldn't give them one for free. I would think I would like, you could go get one at the church maybe. Maybe they drop elsewhere, but why not a player detector over the pressure plate? What's the difference of, why would you have if you have a pressure plate? Oh, I see. Instead of, you don't mean over, you mean instead of a pressure plate? I don't know. I don't think hiding a pressure plate inside the tendril is that bad. But yeah, if I could kind of fancy up the process of cleansing them other than just standing there, that would be good, I guess. Can splash water put out a campfire? Yeah, it can. To what benefit though? Like the problem isn't, I mean, campfires are, they're hard to, it's hard to see the smoke against the black background of the wool. Better detection? You mean visually better? I mean, clearly the beacon beam is sufficient for knowing it's there. You're talking about a visually more appealing detection? Oh, for detecting the water splash. Oh, I think we could just, there's calibrated skulk sensors. Isn't there one of the, what do you call it, that detects the splash? I think that would be pretty, especially once if you calibrate it for a specific event. I don't think it would miss it. Oh, just better for detecting it? Sure. I don't know. Adds a little bit more. And now I gotta stock fire charges and stuff like that, right? Because I think that's the only way to light a campfire automatically. I don't think you can light a campfire with a flint and steel from a dispenser. Can you? I don't know. Maybe. The holy water is cool though. And maybe quite honestly, that's just like one of the benefits of controlling the church, is there's always like a couple of holy waters there too. Another benefit, like, you want to be better at cleansing nodes? Control the church. Anytime I can make those shops, we're calling them, be more appealing, the better. What else? Does anyone else have any other ideas on this that are good? You know, I was debating at higher difficulty levels, maybe the game starts with a corruption node already active, like as soon as you enter the gate, like one or two are already active. I have to play with what's better gameplay, having more nodes active, but they have a slower maturation time, or less nodes active, but when they activate, it's like, you better go over there quick. I think it's better to have more nodes active, but it takes them longer to reach full state, because then it's not as like, you have to either do this right now or you fail. It's more about tactical planning your route. Like, ooh, that guy's at stage 2. I've got a couple seconds. I'll go over here and do this and then loop back and get that. You know, it allows you to plan your route a little bit better. More player agency. Yeah, didn't I? Holy water is singular use. You could also give a shovel that can be used to put out the campfire. Could be related to the graveyard. Yeah, maybe. Let player craft the splash water nearby, like Among Us mission. I don't know. I like the church thing, honestly, and it fits the theme of it being holy water. What if there are different variants of corruption nodes. Yeah, no, I kind of like that overpower. I was thinking that too. But the problem is I have to teach the player what this is an advanced corruption node or this is a light corruption node. I have to visually indicate that. I mean, I could build them differently, you know, or maybe the size of the tendril determines how quickly that corruption node advances. But I don't know. I'm leaning toward having them. I'm losing my voice now, as you can see. I'm leaning toward having them just be a consistent rate so players just learn in their head. They get like this timing and this cadence of how long it takes them after they've seen them activate. Different color beams. Yeah, but then you have different, like, right now every beam has two colors, like a starting color and an ending color. Do we have, like, everything starts white but goes to different colors? Are we talking about two different starting colors and two different ending colors? You could have like yeah, you could have the purple be like these are the mild ones and the reds are the difficult ones, but maybe I guess they would probably never start white. They would start at the first tint of that color, so you'd be able to tell even at tier 1 what color it's going to be. So that would give you the urgency of it, maybe. That's not bad. Yeah, because even when we did, right, what was it? As soon as we put down just one, right? I think that's one right there. You already can tell that's red. And if I swap that out for purple, yeah. So maybe I could have the color indicate the rate. Maybe 2 beams? No. Beam length? Maybe beam length, but the problem is the beam length is kind of relative to the build of the tendril itself because it's how much is poking out the top. Like, so then it's like, well, is it the absolute height of the beam length or is it just how much is exposed out of the top of the tendril? And that might be confusing. I think different colors works well if I want to do the different rate thing, which I'm not sure I do, but it's an interesting thought for sure. Make them blink? I don't think that's necessary. And by the way, you can't make them blink fast. The blink rate would be pretty slow, right? Because it takes, even when you remove the block, it takes a second or two for the beam to turn on. And then, yeah, we have to worry about colorblind issues. Exactly, Ender. Are there other systems that trigger corruption besides cards, obviously? But honestly, right now, I'm leaning toward it's not even cards that trigger corruption. It's just the game is on a timer, basically. Maybe based on difficulty. I'm not sure. But to answer your question, yes, there could be other systems that also trigger corruption. And by trigger corruption, we're basically saying activate a node. Now there I suppose there is the option too of saying this event triggered the activation of a corruption node, but there could also be an event. This would be a little unfair, but maybe brutal and panicky to the player, but there could also be another event that advances all active nodes 1 tier. You know what I'm saying? So it accelerates the nodes that are active, but that would be a little frustrating or, you know, hard to manage and control your time. Black glass for blink. Oh, if I push 4 black glass in, the color does change right away, I suppose, yeah. The more you ignore, the faster they corrupt. Oh, so it's just not a linear progression, Comanche? Maybe. I mean, in the end, it's really like the player has to know how long between this node activated before that node expires. If we make that ramp be non-linear, it just means that they'll have to start recognizing which colors mean how close they are to the end. Like that final red color would only be there for a few seconds and it really wouldn't mean anything. It'd mean like it's too late. Now, this does have the problem with like indoor stuff. Like, can I put a corruption node inside the mansion? Right, that gets kind of difficult. What if corruption nodes fully activate other corruption nodes around it, advance one corruption? Slixy, as you played Pandemic, is my guess. So yeah, like having one of these inside the house or underground or something does have some concerns. +1 outbreak. I mean, pretty much, yeah. What if the corruptions are not one instance? I don't know what that means. How visible are the black beams to someone waiting outside the game? Well, this gets back to my tweet from last week. Brokering, yeah. You should 1000% be able to put a tinted glass at some point on the beam, and it stops the beam above, stops the rendering of the beam above that glass. So I could just put those right at the mountain. Right now, when someone's playing decked out, there's going to be beams shooting out of the mountain everywhere, and I hate that. But, you know, so be it. If you leave the corruption unchecked, it could start closing shops. Like, well, I think what you're saying, Film Guy, is the effects of Omen, higher Omen levels could start. Like, there's no reason. Remember, corruption is just how Omen increases. If we want to associate a penalty with it, you're associating the penalty to Omen. But you're right, you actually could, like, shut down access to shops. There's a lot of things we can do with high Omen levels, you know, that get to the player. The point is we want to do things with higher Omen levels that makes the players afraid of corruption. And that'll be easy to do. Mountain, now with lasers, yeah. Holy Book for team controlling church, which is more powerful than Holy Water. I don't know what the Holy Book would do or how you would use it, but maybe. I don't know. I think the default way of cleansing the node, having to spend a few seconds there, is good, because that's tense time, especially like if there's a Ravager in the area and you're like, if you get off that pressure plate, it resets your time and it doesn't do anything. Now you're like risking your time standing there. Potentially you're in a vulnerable position while you're doing that. It's kind of interesting. You know, now you're like, I can't cleanse this node because the Ravager is sitting right there. I got to get him out of there first, you know. If you leave the dungeon with a lot of corruption, next run has punishment. Now, we don't know who the next run is, so I mean, unless you're saying your next run, but honey under carpet slabs under corruption so they can't sprint away. I guess maybe it'd be a little bit awkward if like they're in slow movement mode. Cernzy, yeah, 100%. There's other systems that'll pull them out of that too, but yeah. Look into the beam color logic. Higher glass blocks have a lower effect. I don't think their Y height matters. I think it just matters how it's stacked relative to other colors. Would it be possible to make it so that if they step off the pressure plate too early, the time is longer to cleanse? It's getting cut off. Hang on. To make them unwilling to step off. Oh, so I mean, if there's a penalty to stepping off. Like, oh, if you step off, it just added 5 seconds to it. Maybe. Seems a little bit complicated, and the players wouldn't even understand that, but maybe, if I'm understanding it. Have all beacons tinted white again outside the mountain so Hermits can't tell if they're good or... Yeah, I think, yeah, or black or something small bird. I'll probably do that. I'll probably, at the mountain surface itself, like just below the surface of the mountain, I'll probably tint all beams one color. But at the same time, it might be funny to see someone fly by the mountain and be like, oh, that person's screwed because they're all red or something like that. Isn't the beam only visible up to 256 blocks away? I think there is a limit, yeah. But at the same time, maybe that's okay. Yeah. That's pretty close, actually. Not close, but... right there. So that's interesting. So if we activate a beacon that's farther away from that, they'll have no way of knowing that it even activates. That's kind of a concern. Global sounds, yeah. I mean, audio helps, but if you can't see where, it's frustrating, right? Like, what do you do with that? That sound means nothing if you can't get information from that sound. It just means run around and panic until you find it, right? Sounds like localized sound is the way. I mean, it sounds like playing, when we say localized, it's still a big radius, right? It's this radius right here, right? But I could see... Oh, wow. Why is that? Oh, I'm going the wrong way because I'm an idiot. I do think localized sound is better, but it's also, we probably shouldn't activate nodes that are farther away than that, maybe? I was hoping I could activate a little farther away than that, but... Put corruption location indicators on the map. The problem is the map isn't really a map, Nate. So how would you like proximately locate the corruption node on that UI element that isn't really a map? You know, you'd have to like name them or something. I don't know. If players knew a way of identifying them through some like dot pattern or something, maybe, but that's really complicated. The Gravik Swamp calls for aid. The UI map only shows which... So it could show the zone, right? Yeah, like, oh, there's 2 in Greywick right now. 1 in the swamp. And then it's up to you to go there and find it, but at least it gives you a little bit of a... That's not a bad idea, honestly. And then the sound effect could be located to the... Could be as well, too, yeah. Corruption in Greywick sounds different than corruption in the swamp. That's not foolproof, but it does help. That's a lot of different sounds to make, though, too. Yeah, interesting. I didn't realize the beacon beam was that close, so that's... I'm gonna have to make more effort to... Although, honestly, I haven't heard a huge reason not to just put all the corruption nodes in Greywick. I'm just afraid that putting them in the outskirts, like deep in the swamp or in the far corner of the crypt or something, players are just... That's too much of a deviation, and players are gonna be like, nope, I'm not going there. Where... If they're in Greywick, it's either where they're at or it's where they're going to go back to really soon. So they can at least have a plan. I mean, Greywick itself is massive, though. So, you know, if they're in the... We'll have to make sure we can't. Hang on. Oh, is it because of the... fall off? It's fine, you really can't hear it here. We're hearing a little bit of the wind from the mountain down here, and I don't like that. Gotta fix that. Not a big deal, though. But yeah, Greywick is huge. I mean, Greywick is, you know, this right here is the northern parts of the slums. It's gonna go all the way down to, you know, those down here. And technically, yeah, from like all the way down to like here is still going to be Greywick right here. So that's a massive distance, yeah. What if the node pauses if the player gets out of render distance so they could buy time by getting away from the corruption nodes? I don't know, brother. That encourages them to ignore them. Yeah, Risk. That's 100% true, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah. Corruption nodes could exist in any region that has been opened, and teams can destroy some kind of totem in each region to deactivate future corruption nodes in those areas, leaving only Greywick. Best Davis, that's clever. I think I see what you're saying. Like in between runs, or are you saying when you say teams? I assume you mean between runs. They could do something to. But it is interesting to have like. something that makes, I mean, like we already talked about, the church kind of gives you holy water that makes cleansing corruption easier. What if the shop also, I don't know. Again, don't know which shop it would be, but if you get less corruption, right? There's always one less corruption node active or something like that. Not sure about that, but maybe something to basically, like, I hate corruption. What can I do? How can I build my deck or strategize or control a shop or something to make it so that the way I play is to minimize corruption? That's my strategy. You know, I think that's good. So yeah, cards I think is good. You know, you could easily have a card that was like reduce, yeah, I mean, this would be a great card, right? Reduce the all active corruption nodes go down 1 tier. That would be a good card. You're basically postponing the corruption on all nodes, or turning it back a little bit or something like that. Or maybe it shuts down 1 random node or something like that. How is that reactive? That's some strategy in deck building. But I do want some strategy in deck building. You know, I want you to be able to build your deck in a way that focuses on the playstyle that you want. But you're right. I mean, cards are never reactive, so that doesn't, we can't say we're not going to have cards do anything because of that. So, I mean, you could, I suppose, have like a card that didn't deactivate a node but gave you an opportunity to deactivate a node if you did something after that card was played. Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. What we're doing right now, guys, is the good stuff, right? It's like, all right, guys, I've got an idea, and then you guys hear the idea, and then you guys riff on that with me, and we make it better together. This is like my favorite part of decked out stuff. What if corruption level was global and all local nodes are more dangerous areas? If remote reaches, so if it comes in, you have to decide to handle it with the threat or spend the time to go to town where it's safer. That sounds like a good idea, Rich, but I don't understand what it means. I think you're saying all local nodes are like contributing to 1 corruption level, but that feels like that's the point of Omen, though. I'm not sure. Cards that decrease time taken on pressure plates. It's just a little bit hard to tie a card play to, like, what does that mean? Like the next time you stand on a pressure plate, or just for the rest of the game? Maybe. Can corruption nodes have different methods of purifying? They could. That'd be hard to teach the player. I mean, there's already so many systems that we have to teach the player. Like, quite honestly, I'm asking myself, what systems are absolutely required to make the game loop work? And then there's going to be other systems, I already know a couple of them, that I'm not even going to introduce to them, that cannot possibly happen, like, until you unlock the cemetery or something like that. Just to not overload you with so much information. Like, it's better to teach the player systems in a rate they can control, instead of having, like, here's the entire game and all this stuff, and you're like, I don't know what that is, what's this? If you just teach them like 3 systems when they start, and then, like, you know, 5 or 10 runs later, they, like, a new system is introduced, you know, and the game gets more complex as they run the game. It's much easier for them to digest and understand it that way. And it keeps them curious too, because now, like, ooh, like, it's that discovery excitement too. Make a relic card which makes corruption nodes pop up less. Yeah. You're saying have a card that stops future corruption. That's an option too. Will teammates be able to discuss their decks so each player can have a different type of deck? Absolutely, Zace. Highly encouraged. If I do the deck building stuff right, teammates are going to want, like we need this guy to log in, right? Because his deck of cards is best at getting merchant candles, and therefore better. He's our guy that helps us control the shops, you know. Whereas someone else might be the best at acquiring gold to upgrade the guild, and like, man, we got to get to the next tier of unlocking our guild progression system. So we need that guy to log in to really generate some money, you know, that kind of thing. Tank support DPS. Well, I mean, not those at all, but roles, yes. relics that banish corruption. You could definitely have relics that affect corruption. How powerful they are is obviously the interesting thing. If bad effects only happen at multiple active corruptions, and the player would have a choice which ones to activate. That's interesting, NanoCube. So one, by active, I think you mean probably fully matured or something like that. Like one node getting to full state. Yeah, so maybe it's not just maybe each individual node. I think a couple people have touched on this idea. Like, what if one? It's not about just each node working in its own isolated threat thing, but like, if 3 nodes reach max capacity, then Omen hits, and now you're paying the penalty or something like that. And that would allow us to activate more nodes and kind of almost semi-overwhelm them with like, God, there's so many. Oh, what do I do? All right, I'm going to get these 3 over here. You know, something like that might be interesting. But it might make it too easy as well. It's definitely something to play with. Whack a node. Yeah, it can't be that easy, so. Schnappers, I love your name. Yeah, it could be something like the node, if it reaches its maturity, it keeps applying a penalty so that eventually you have to address it. But I don't know. That stops it from being a decision. I think it's important for the node to apply its penalty and then go away so that you can decide as a player and prioritize your like logistical path. Will the map have any kind of fast travel across it? Watch the stream film guy about the Soulways. It's like 3 or 4 streams ago, exploring the Soulways or something like that. Seven-hour stream real? We're halfway through? No. All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. I mean, I could sit here and blab about stuff for a while. Let me turn off my shape renderer. But there you go. That's how Omen, that's the primary way that Omen will go up. That's not to say there won't be other ways that Omen will increase, but corruption is probably the main one. And I will probably lean on that one the most heavy, in the sense that if I want something else to increase Omen, I probably won't just directly increase Omen. I'll probably always just activate a corruption node kind of thing. I think, yeah. A card that was played will allow you to block nodes from activating if you deactivate them within 1 minute from the card playing. Oh, like a preemptive block. I kind of see, Jake. Yeah, maybe. Like a card plays and then for the next 60 seconds or whatever, 90 seconds, you can kind of deactivate any node and therefore block it for the rest of the game or for some, like, yeah, that's interesting. Will there be a reward for preventing corruption in all areas? No. There'll never be a reward for preventing corruption. It's how you survive. If I do it correctly, ignoring corruption means you'll reach max Omen way too fast, and if I do max Omen correctly, it's 90% death sentence. So you have to judge your time based on how much time left you think you're going to be in the game versus how aggressively you need to stop corruption versus maybe you have other ways of dealing with higher Omen. Who knows? Yeah. Evil needs entertainment for some more time. Sorry, I'm out. Omen, more like oh man. I like it. That'll be the sound effect every time it goes up. Oh man. I like it. Not really, but it's funny. All right, guys, we're out. Is Skis still streaming? Is anyone still streaming? See if we can raid today. That'll be fun. It's funny. All right, we'll raid Skizzleface. Raid Skizzle man. Here we go, guys. Can we pull it off today? I don't know. Boom. See if it works. Don't see the button. Oh, I see a button. It's going to work today. I'm so excited. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out today. Thank you for your support as always. Those of you that did sub bombs and everything were amazing. I got to get back to building so that I can actually make a video for you guys. But yeah, the systems are coming together too, and it's exciting. It's really exciting. Just having this conversation with you guys today was cool. All right, guys, take care. Thank you so much, and Tusk is high. That's all I got.